What's up, everybody? I'm Jeremy, and you're watching Waffles Morphs. Hope you guys enjoy the new picture quality. I got a new webcam, and hopefully the sound is amazing with it as well. But I wanted to give you guys a better picture, so I went out and got a webcam today. Hopefully you guys all enjoy it. As you can tell by the thumbnail, we have my brother and sister, Geoff and Angie from Celtic Balls, joining us tonight. I'm really excited to have them on. You guys have no idea how much I love these two. So let's just bring them on because we've got a great show. So let's bring them on. Hey. Brother, sister, thanks for joining me tonight.
How's everybody doing?
Everybody doing?
We got 14 people in chat already. We'll go through here and say hello to everybody. We've got the one and only Kike.
Kike.
What's going on, brother? We've got Will. What's going on, Will?
I should have put my man Keeney on.
Should have put it on.
We've got Intrepid Exotic. What's going on? John from Inquiline. John is the first person to join the Waffles Morphs membership thing.
Oh, cool.
Congratulations.
All right.
Wants to support the channel a little bit more, get some extra benefits with it as well. There's a little join button down there underneath the picture here for the live stream. Click on that. That'll give you 3 different options to choose from. And depending which option you go with, you get different perks for each option. If you go with the jungle carpet, you get everything. And I think it's really affordable price. It's just a trial thing, seeing how it works out. I'd like to, as time goes on, I'll get feedback from everybody else and see, as we get members, see what they would like to see happen with it, and maybe alter it slightly as time goes on. But if you go with the jungle carpet tier, you get 10% off of any snakes here at Waffles Morphs after 3 months. So I think that's a really cool perk.
Oh yeah,
that's nice.
So John, thank you very much for being the first to join the membership there, brother.
I think I missed Intrepid.
And also, if anybody hasn't checked out John's YouTube channel, go check him out. He's got a pretty nice YouTube channel as well. Let's see here. I
never realized how hard it is to keep up on that chat.
It is like it just flies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really butcher this, but it's a new face into the chat, so I'm thankful to have you in here. Poisies? I really butchered that. I apologize. Can you guys help me out?
Is it Poises? Somebody help us.
PP.
Sound it out.
Thank you for joining us, PP.
Thank you.
PP, yes.
Thank you.
Jeremy and Holly, what's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Sacred Serpents, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Headstand Paul Python, what's going on? What did you say, Angie?
I said those are my girls. That's Chantrell and Jazz.
Which was that? Sacred Serpents.
Sacred Serpents. Yes, they'll be on my show next month. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Amazing ladies.
Got Rob.
Robin.
I look forward to seeing that live, Angie. We'll talk all about your live. That's on the
Is that on the schedule?
It's on the schedule.
All right.
We've got my brother Nathan from Infinite Possible Pythons. What's going on, Nathan?
Sweet. Nathan.
John, what's up? Thanks for tuning in, brother.
They are awesome. That's the trio.
That's the tree.
Morph Forge. I always think of them as the trio.
We've got Rob. I don't know if I pointed Rob out, but if I did anyway, Rob, you got a second shout out. Let's see here. We've got Beast Morphs. What's going on? Thanks for tuning in.
All right.
Nicole, what is going on? Nicole is on this show next week, everybody. So
all right.
Oh, cool.
She's getting close to that 1K too.
She's getting there.
She is getting there. So anybody, if Kike hasn't dropped the link, or Nicole, if you haven't dropped it already, drop your link. If you're not subscribed to Nicole at Lady Tiz Exotics, go do so. Let's get her to that 1K. She's giving away a think she even said first class flight. I think
that's what it said.
I think that's
one way
what
or the
it
other. It's a
said,
flight
yeah.
to Tinley. Which I hope I went.
I'll make Angie drive by herself, and I'll take the plane ticket.
Now, if you do that, how's she gonna find radio stations in tunnels?
Oh, that is true.
It's true.
That is true.
It's true. I don't think I have any radio station. I don't think I have any tunnels on the way to Tinley, so I think I'm good.
Oh, darn. Well, then you're safe, Geoff. You can fly.
She'd end up in Florida or something.
I probably would.
Chip, what's going on, brother? Good to see you.
Chip.
Chip.
Let's see here. Creative Genetics, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in.
LS.
John, thank you for tuning in. Triforce Morphs, they will be on the show as well here in October 9th.
Awesome.
Oh, good.
They'll be on the show here as well. They're pretty local. I actually owe them a big thank you for news that will be dropped, released, seen, however you want to look at it, in the near future. But they definitely did a big hookup for me, and I greatly appreciate it, guys.
Oh, that's awesome. So something to look forward to?
Yes. It's a great honor. I'll put it that way. I don't want to count the eggs before they've hatched, but they're pippin'.
All right.
Put it that way. They're pippin'.
And pippin' ain't easy.
Yep, exactly. Pippin' ain't easy. Vince Boas, thanks for tuning in. You're a new face as well.
Yeah.
Yes. It's awesome to see new faces.
That catches us all up. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
I still don't think we saw how to. Oh, okay. Poesis.
Poesis.
Okay.
All right. I went through all that, and I missed it.
None of us had it right. None of us had it right. Thank God they did it for us.
Yeah.
Poesis.
That's like when.
Poesis.
That's like for Kike. Like it took. He put it like that for me, and I still screwed it up. And it took him putting. I think it was on Instagram. Maybe he put this thing out. I guess it was like a reel or something, telling everybody how to properly say it. Everybody was and after watching it, I still wasn't confident that I could say it, so I kind of cheated for a little while. Oh, we got a whole bunch. Tammy, what's going on?
Oh, Tammy.
Kai, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in, Kai. All right, that catches us all up.
Are we there?
There we go. Yes, John, show off the awesome. I don't know if anybody, if you're watching on the YouTube screen, Angie and Geoff, John just dropped all the little mini emoji things that I made. I guess they're emojis. And they're cool little things that I made. Yeah.
Okay.
So go back and watch that part so you guys can see it.
We'll have to. We're up on the computer in the snake room. So.
But all right. John, exactly. Thank you, John. Yes. For the cost of 1 to 2 rats, you can become a member of Waffles Morphs membership Patreon. It's almost basically like a Patreon. It's actually pretty cool.
That's a good way to put it in perspective.
Yeah, it's basically like like the top tier is $9.99. I mean, if you buy one snake, no matter how long you've been a member, you've paid for it.
Paid for it.
Yeah, so that's how I look at it as well. But yeah, that's a good way to put it. 1 to 2 rats. Yep.
Breaking it down for us, John.
So before we dive into it, I forgot to do shout outs last week, so I do apologize. I have to do some sticker shout outs real quick. Because, after I got done with the live, I looked over on the other side of my computer. Like, oh, shoot.
Yep.
It's like, whoops. So we are going to do, because this is from Sacred Serpents, but they sent a nice little card there congratulating me on the 1K. And then they sent some awesome stickers, which I've been dying to get up, but I haven't been able to because I didn't get to do the shout out yet. They're really cool stickers too. I love them.
Yeah.
And one glows in the dark too.
Yeah, the glow in the dark
glow in
one.
the dark one is awesome.
Yeah. So really, really cool. Thank you so much, Sacred Serpents. They will be going up on the door and on the incubator and everywhere. Plus, I always like, it's nice when people send like 2 of each thing, because I'm always afraid I'm going to change something and then I have a backup.
Yep.
Always good to have backups. And then this last one here is from LMK Reptiles. Cute little logo.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
So thank you, LMK Reptiles. And that's it for the sticker shout outs for tonight.
Cool.
So there's Kike dropping the links. Thank you, Kike, for all the help you give with dropping links and everything. It's really freaking awesome, guys. Tyler, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in.
All right.
So before we get this show rolling, I want to just also let everybody know that any super chats, super stickers, any of that super stuff that you're able to do, I think it's just super chats and super stickers. It all goes towards my ultrasound fund. God, I drew a blank on that one even. Goes towards my ultrasound fund. So any super chats, super stickers, it's always greatly appreciated, but it's going towards getting me an ultrasound because I need an ultrasound. And I think you guys probably agree. Ultrasound changes the game.
It's nice.
Completely.
Yeah.
It's a great benefit.
It is a benefit. Yeah.
So just want to put that out there so that way everybody knows that it's just not being blown on something stupid. It's going towards something that's going to be used very, very heavily here. And after I get the ultrasound, then it's just going to feed the snakes, paying for rats, all that fun stuff. All that money raised here stays here. It does not go.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So, brother, sister,
yes.
Tell us who you guys are in case by some weird, odd chance nobody knows who
Nobody knows who we are.
I don't know how that's possible. But just tell us who you are and everything about Celtic Balls.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What do you mean? Go ahead.
Well, you the superstar now.
No, I'm not.
I sit behind the camera and I run chat. And
We are Celtic Balls. Let's see. We were established, we say in 2016. We started our collection probably about 2017,
17, 18.
Probably about 2017. And it started with him buying a snake for my birthday.
Okay.
And he was deathly afraid of snakes. And his idea was that I could be the one in charge of the snakes and he would just look at it behind glass because he was scared.
And to this day, I love looking at snakes through the glass. Ball pythons are the only ones that I'm really not scared of anymore. But, going to zoos and going to pet stores, love looking at them through the glass. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to see their beauty, but I wanted a barrier between us.
And
I still love to this day going to a pet store. Like
we do too, but I'm not afraid of anything. I just want to hold and touch everything. So I'll just reach out and pick up anything. And he's just like, you can't do that. And I'm like, I know. He'll just shake his head. Like,
Retics. Reach out, have the retic come right at her face. I'm like, that you can't do that.
I'm like, I know the difference. I know the difference in what I can and cannot do. And I know how things move and I know what I can and what I'm supposed to do and what I'm not supposed to do. I know the feel of my animals. I know what I'm supposed to do with them. I know what they feel like. I know how they feel about me. I know how I feel about them. We know each other's movements. If they're not feeling that way that day, I'm not going to mess with them. And they know that. And so I'm okay with that. He's not. He's just like, don't mess with it. And I'm like, I know when I'm not supposed to do it. So just leave me to do my thing. And he's just like, you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. And I'm like, I'm not afraid of it. I'm just not afraid.
I'll be the one to come home from work and she's going to be wrapped up with the retic.
I'm not going to mess with things on my own. And he just don't seem to realize it. I'm like, I know better than to mess with stuff on my own. I'm 5'2"3/4. I'm not going to mess with stuff on my own. See, he's just crazy.
Jeff's like, I'm going to come home. She's going to be wrapped up.
I'm not going to mess with stuff on my own.
My blood pressure raising already.
See?
So.
But that's just the way we are. And we do everything together, even down to my show. You'll see me out in front of the camera, but he's the one over on the sidelines, typing everything, greeting everybody, running the background and doing all the background stuff. So everything we do together.
But to wrap it up, we're in Kansas City, Missouri.
You didn't want our life story, did you? To make a long story short, after 5 hours.
I got to give you props, Geoff. You do great with running the chat and everything.
I appreciate it.
You guys have such a smooth flowing system. It really is. It truly is.
And I don't know how you do it by yourself. I mean, it's well, next Friday, you're going to be on a live with us. We're doing the ID party, a clutch ID party.
Thank you so much.
And I don't know how we're going to run the chat and both of us be on the camera at the same time.
Yeah.
But see, I miss a lot doing it by myself, which I feel bad about it. For the most part, I feel bad, but I also hope that everybody understands. I'm one person. When I have guests on, I have to flip flop back and forth. So I'm, more than likely going to miss something in the chat. I think there was only ever one time I had someone actually get like mad about it and like be slightly belligerent in the chat. And I never saw him back on the channel or in the chat again. So,
yeah. Well, I tell you, from my perspective, running it on her live, I'll never be upset, if one of my chats doesn't make it, pop up on the screen, or because it's tough. It's tough catching all the chats and trying to get everybody recognized, and it's.
I feel horrible when I'm on the live and I don't feel like I'm acknowledging people, but it's so important to me to focus on the person that I'm talking to. And I know that he's trying to cover everybody in chat, and I know he's trying to pop up their chat, and I know he's trying to kind of chat with them while I'm doing my thing, talking to them. So my focus is on the person that I'm talking to, and I'm wanting them to feel like they're only talking to me, because a lot of them are nervous when they're talking to me. So I'm feeling like it's just me and you in my living room, and we're just talking, and it's no big deal. And so I feel like he's taking care of everybody else. So I feel pretty comfortable with that, but I still feel really guilty that I'm not acknowledging everybody as they're coming through. So sometimes I still feel like, oh gosh, I better say something. So in the beginning now, I'm trying to kind of acknowledge everybody as they're coming in.
Or if I see a question pop up, I'll keep it on the screen, and I'll be like, hey, look at the screen.
Look at the screen.
Or, there's a question for you, but.
Yeah,
that's the big thing. Like when questions start like really rolling in, I've noticed the only way I can really keep up with it is if I catch it and I hit the little star thing on my screen. So that way it goes up into the starred sections. That way I remember to go back and hit it.
Okay, and I was wondering about that. I was wondering what that star was.
Yep, that puts it up into a box. So that way it's there. All you have to do is go up to that box, click it, and everything you starred is right there.
Okay, good deal. It is a learned skill for sure.
Yes, I'm trying. Yes. It is not easy. You guys do it great, though. You guys do it naturally great. So
thank you. We're trying. We're newbies, though. This has only been a couple of months, so.
You guys are doing a lot better than what I was doing it at that point in time. Trust me. You guys got the system down pat.
Thank you.
Next week we'll screw it all up now.
Watch.
Well, Well, that's okay. You can just blame it on me. But like Jeremy said, this was good.
Jeremy jinxed us.
Yeah. Now, 2 weeks ago, though, we did start the live without me starting it on the broadcast.
I just popped
Wait,
up on the
what's that?
screen. I'm
like, okay, we're going live. And she starts talking. I'm running the intros and all that. And I never hit the live button.
Whoops.
I'm like,
Well,
take
who
two.
did? I forget who did it. I think it was it Paul had Gershon on? Paul from New Forest Morphs? It was either Paul or Gershon. I forget who it was.
And they went like 10 minutes or
them.
something.
I was like, don't you guys have a live tonight? And they're like, I think it was Gershon. Actually, he goes, well, yeah, I'm doing it right now. I was like, dude, it's not up.
It's not
like,
up.
it is not there, dude. He goes, wait, what? I'm like, dude, it's not there. Trust me. I'm searching for it. I'm even on your page and it's not there. And he went back and looked, and here he had it set to private. He goes, oh, thank God you said something. Like they were like 10 minutes into it, so they had to rewind everything basically and start from scratch.
Yep.
Man.
It was funny.
You're in trouble.
Miller, thanks for catching my live first
All
time.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
So,
You
all
won't
right.
be disappointed.
You will not be disappointed.
Hold on now. We're not through yet. You guys won't disappoint. You never know with me.
We don't steer anybody wrong.
I like to think that I run a decent show.
You run a great show.
There's a lot of things that I want to improve on, but it's baby steps. It's trial and error, and just time cures it. Time cures it.
I think when people can come on your show and feel comfortable and it feels like a natural thing, like I said, when we feel like we're in your living room and we're just talking and having a great time and we're able to just chat about the things that you want to chat about and everybody learns something and everybody's having a good time, it's a great show.
That's true. That's very true. That is very, very true. Mac, thank you for tuning in.
Hey.
Thank you, John. So give us a season update, guys. I know I'm excited for the live on Friday to go over that ID. I was excited to watch you guys cut that clutch, but give us an update on your season. How's it going? And just
we've had some ups and downs.
Yeah, we started with parent 11. I think we were parent 11 at the beginning of the season. Everybody was looking good, building follicles. And then everybody dropped off. We ended up with 4 clutches this year. Okay. Our second clutch, I'll say most anticipated. We've had 2 clutches that were most anticipated, but our most anticipated one was our double het ultramel pied clutch. We were to make the double hets. Unfortunately, we lost every single baby except one. The one that did make it out of the egg has shark mouth and very tiny eyes. We don't know if it was an incubation or if it was some sort of fertilization going on. We are to hold on to him. Hopefully he can eat with the shark mouth that he has and raise him up. He's a beautiful normal. Beautiful baby. Like I said, we'll see if he can eat. If he can eat on his own, we'll go ahead and raise him up.
He was the het sunset as well.
Yeah, so he was the double het ultramel, pied ultramel, pos het sunset that we were shooting for this year. Clutch 1 was our butter to an ultramel. We got 3 normal. How many did she lay? 5 or 6? 5. 5. We got 3 normals and two butters. Everybody's 100% head ultramel. Mm-hmm. Clutch 2 was the pied ultramel. Clutch 3 was our queen bee, and she had 3 different hets to her. To our inchy clown that was possible het ghost. We got 6 babies. Well, you'll have to tune in Friday because that's
we'll be on with you for
that's the clutch
ID
reveal.
Clutch.
Yeah, Jeremy's to help us ID that clutch.
Which I am super excited about.
That one's gonna be fun.
Number 4 is still in the incubator. On the 13th is 60 days. So we're watching those. That was our phantom to our Inchy clown as well. So this year was nothing but hets this year. It building for the future. We did find out one of the females that we were pairing this year. We were wondering why every time we threw our banana male in with so she's GHI Mojave. We threw our banana male in with her.
Absolutely beautiful.
And the rack was rocking. And we were like, what is going on? So she didn't go for us. So just a couple of days ago, we were like, let's probe her. Well, she's a boy.
She's a boy.
So that's why the rack was rocking. So
I would say, if for snakes, when the racks are rocking, you should go knocking.
Yes. Yeah. So we picked up an extra boy that we didn't want this year. So we'll use them as GHI Mojave.
Yeah.
We do have a proven Mojave breeder that we'll end up getting rid of. Yeah,
Okay.
Just to kind of trim the fat on our males a little bit. We're not male heavy.
By any means, but
I'd rather have another female than a male.
Yeah.
And he is a proven Mojave. We'll put him up on Morph Market or something like that. He's a good boy. He's a good breeder, but we just I don't need 2 male Mojaves.
Yeah.
And I'd rather keep the GHI Mojave than just the male Mojave.
So.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, when a push comes to shove, GHI Mojave, I mean, that's just a 2G combo.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, we will make sure that we prove them out before we get rid of that Mojave, though.
Yeah.
We'll let him prove himself out, and then we'll go ahead and get rid of that Mojave.
Yeah. Well, I know this season, if anybody watched Clutch 1 being cut, I hit a GHI lesser, and I thought I loved GHI Mojave a lot. GHI lesser, let me tell you, looks almost Xantic like.
Really?
It's like black and like silvery white on top, where GHI Mojave's black and like that brilliant gold. This thing's like black and silver. And it was a female, and I contemplated about getting rid of it. And Carrie goes, "What are you talking about? You better keep that." I'm like, wait a second. Here's like, you're the one telling me to always, I hold too much back and I need to sell stuff.
Get rid of some snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, for once I was going to get rid of something that I liked, and she yelled at me for wanting to get rid of it. I was like, fine, I'll keep it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it is brilliant looking.
Yeah.
So GHI Lesser too. If you guys like that GHI Mojave combo, look at GHI Lesser stuff too. That's brilliant.
And we carry a lot of butter, and our queen bee, she's lesser, and we're going to hold back a couple of those babies that produce some lesser. So we'll carry a little bit more lesser. So and of course we're to keep them apart. I don't want to mix the butter and lesser. If it's lesser, it's to stay lesser. If it's butter, it's to stay butter. So.
Yep. I totally agree. That's one of these, even though they're the same in theory, they're the same.
In theory, yeah.
It's better just to keep the lines where they're at.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else big, interesting throughout the season so far, or you still do you have anything that might surprisingly drop at the end, towards the end here?
Our butter leopard posset ghost. She's building right now, but at the end of September, I'm going to go ahead and start dropping the rack temps, start bringing those temps down. We'll start ultrasounding, see where we're at, and then we'll go ahead and start pairing probably middle of October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're about a month and a half away to start pairing again.
We're going to go ahead and put our acid Blitz with her.
Yeah. And then the acid with the pastel. So he's going to go to 2 females this year. He's going to a pastel female, and then also the butter leopard. So he'll go to both those this year.
Now, are any of those with any recessives attached to them, or possible recessive?
The pos hypo with butter leopard.
Okay.
Yeah. So then. So our female, because I want to get them into the clown project, but our female clowns, het clowns, they won't be breeding for another year.
Oh,
So
okay.
we'll go ahead and
Go ahead and start him.
But
Starting with those 2 girls.
But once they start, or once they're up to size, we'll go ahead and make some hets with him. Some clown hets.
I'm gonna say since I refuse to get acid from anybody but you guys. So
well, hopefully we'll have we could end up with a super pastel acid this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then the leopard acid, butter acid, Blitz acid, Blitz pastel acid. I mean, there's some good possibilities of a wide variety of acid stuff we get this year.
I say I'm not picky, but with you saying about the hypo being the possible het hypo stuff, I'd love to get a possible het hypo because I've got a GHI Mojave chocolate hypo girl growing up. So that throwing acid into that would be pretty fantastic, especially if you prove out.
Yeah. So we've only have one visual hypo, and that's the one we picked up from F&A. That's a hypo hepide.
Yeah, female.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then we have some we have a pied that's het hypo. He's breeder size already.
Yeah.
We have a few het hypo stuff. We have 2. How many visual pieds do we have? 2?
3.
3 visual. Yeah, 3 visual pieds. A lot of het. 3 clown. A lot of het. Het sunset. 2 het sunsets. What else? What other recessive? We have G stripe stuff. We just picked up a male and female G stripe
from Lone Star.
And then we have a het G stripe. So we run quite a few recessives, but we don't know what the plans are with them yet.
You got time while they grow up. You've got time to figure all that stuff out.
Yeah.
Your sister's in here, Angie.
Your sister.
No, that's Jim.
Is that Jim there?
That's Jim.
Okay.
All right. Well, all right, Jim, what's going on? I thought it was Angie tuning in. Yeah. Angie's slacking then.
Where's my sister?
She's probably on that mom juice right now.
Where's my fireball?
I'm actually going to hit them up to come be on the show this year yet. So,
good.
You guys better watch out. I'll be hitting
we won't miss that one.
What do you say? I didn't hear.
They're going to have them on the show.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Johnny here says he loves the hypo stuff stocking on this end too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I tell you, hypo is probably one of the sleeper recessives. I think.
Yeah. She is slacking.
It is. It really. I know it doles out the snake and that, but to me that is a cool looking. It's cool looking seeing.
Yeah.
That dullness in the snake.
I love it. I think it's
and there's certain combos that it just like it makes it so much better because of it giving that shed look, like the GHI Mojave stuff. Mm-hmm. I mean, that looks absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
With the hypo thrown into it, because it gives it that frosted. I see a half like a purple look to it. It's outrageously awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm right with you. That GHI Mojave hypo is just stunning.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. And then it intensifies that stripe, that dorsal stripe too. It makes that like just pop even more, which I never thought was possible, but it does.
Yeah.
Our GHI Mojave is like a black and silver.
Oh, okay. See, mine's like a black and gold, but like he's good. He's very gray, basically up 3/4 of his body, and then his dorsal stripe is very like it's a prominent gold color.
Yeah.
But with his sides are like basically patternless. I'd pull him out and show you, but he's in shed, so he looks hypo right now.
Let's see if I can get.
Here, let me put you on the big screen. Go to your left, Angie.
This way?
Nope, this way. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah. So that's our new boy.
He's beautiful. I'll give him that. He's beautiful. I think that's one thing that's neat is that like GHI and Mojave, they interact to like you can either have a decent amount of pattern with them or you can have like no pattern at all,
Yeah.
which I think is really awesome with how it mixes and matches in together.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll have let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We'll have almost 20,
Hello, sis.
20 breeder readies. They'll be of weight this year. So
Nice.
hopefully we can double digit our productivity this year.
You guys do you have how big's your incubator?
Not big enough.
Yeah, we'll have to get another
We'll
one.
have to get
You
another
guys
run
go get another one.
Yeah.
That medium-sized sea serpent one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, did you see the ones from Wilbanks? Wilbanks released a thing on how they're doing their own line of incubators, and you talk about something that's really nice looking. I don't know the
Really?
price tag on them, but essentially they're like a Coke fridge. They're
Yeah.
really nice looking. Like I said, I don't know the price tag on them. I'm sure they're a little
We'll have
salty.
to look at them.
Yeah. Now we have a big walk-in closet that we were thinking about turning into an incubator.
Now that would be nice.
It's a cedar closet. We were thinking about ripping
The cedar planks out and just kind of
making
putting that
insulation.
foam board.
that thick insulation all over it and throwing some heaters in there and
Just making it a walk-in incubator.
See, that would be nice. I know with I was looking at on how I'm planning to do the expansion here, and there's an area underneath my steps coming down into the basement that I figured I can, put in the incubators, stack them kind of going underneath that. But I don't know if I've got the clearance. It's going to be really, really tight. But if I do have the clearance, it's only going to be for one. And then the next one would have to be like a little shorty, like wine cooler.
Right. Yeah. Well, I tell you, Chips. I love Chips incubator from Regis. I love his incubator. That old wine fridge.
Yep. I think those the Coke coolers, all that stuff. They're fantastic. Like mine, I got it from my buddy Mike. It's an old Coke fridge that quit working, and religiously, basically day 55. Eggs are pipping every time. Wow. I even had a clutch go day 54 this year. Caught me off guard.
Now, what temp do you usually run yours at?
90.
Okay. See, we run ours 89.
89. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, I think we're doing the walk-in, sis.
So once I get more clutches in there, I'll probably drop the temp a little bit, just because you'll have all that buildup of heat from all the eggs in there as it is. So I might drop it down to 89 at that point. But last year I had 4 clutches. This year I've had I went down one. I had 3 this year. I was anticipating to have 5, but that didn't happen.
We know the feeling.
Yeah.
It hurts. It hurts. Mint Boa says that they made their own incubator too out of a soda fridge.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool. Those are actually really cool.
A friend of mine sent me a thing from a Facebook Marketplace. It's a double door Pepsi fridge. It actually still worked apparently, and people were just giving it away. And I was like, dude, I was like, why you got to do that to me? It's like, I don't have any place to put it right now. If only this would pop up like next year.
Yep.
And I could have that other half done. I could be like, hey, all right. But then the other thing is, how do I get it down in the basement?
Right.
That it's because it was really tight just getting a single fridge down. I don't think I could get a double down.
Right.
So are you running just like half the basement right now for
right now, I'm just a quarter of the basement.
Okay.
Okay.
So when I do the expansion, it'll be half the basement then.
Okay.
Okay.
Which will give me plenty of room to do the carpets and the balls, and I'll be happy because the carpets are gonna mean, when she gets older, if she drops me 30 eggs, I mean, that's half of a 1065.
Oh
right?
God, yeah, you need a lot of room.
Yeah, like I'm already, and yeah, you figure 2 females. If anybody didn't notice, back there's the new male so Angie, there's your baby's daddy.
There's the baby daddy.
Yeah, the baby's dad. He's actually got his head poking out, but he's not out. He ate a nice weaned rat today, so
Good deal.
he's sitting on the heat. But and Zena's in shed, so that's why she's not out. But
yeah, she's usually up on that
She's
stick right
usually
behind
up
you.
on the
Yep,
stick.
normally she's up there waiting for food. She took a nice medium rat this week, and she was full for the whole day.
Good.
And then the next day, Saturday, she was wanting another one. Now today she's hiding because she's decided she's going to shed.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to get those carpet babies because I wanted to get you a carpet, Angie.
I was just saying,
want a
Angie wants that
yes,
carpet.
I want a carpet so bad.
You will have first pick. I will let you have complete first pick of everything. I won't even lay dibs on anything. You have first pick.
Yay!
So it will, whatever you don't pick is what I'll then pick from.
Yes.
Same goes for you with the acids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I don't care what you guys say. I still have to throw you some extra cash on top of it because that's not a fair trade.
Nah. We'll go
It's not
one
a
for
fair
one.
trade.
1 for 1.
Yeah, we'll go one for
Yeah,
one.
1 for 1. We don't.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk
Okay.
about that. I don't know if I can.
We're
We'll talk
fam.
about that. But
We're
if
fam.
anybody didn't know, Angie and Geoff are coming to the barbecue in July, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anybody that was at the barbecue this past July, Angie and Geoff are going to come for the barbecue this
We
for
are
2023
definitely.
season.
We don't have a wedding next time. We don't have anything.
Yeah, we'll be there.
We'll be there.
So it's going to be awesome. We're trying to get Adam from Proper Royals up so that
Okay.
he can play some music. Phil's going to play some music. Trying to talk Dom into, as goofy as it's going to sound, Dom's gotten really good with his ukulele. So
Okay.
I'm thinking that'd be really cool to have the 3 of them jam, make some music for us. Because Dom was
Yeah.
playing Metallica the other night on his ukulele. I was like,
Awesome.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
There is nothing wrong with that.
there's been a few times where like I'd be in the man cave. I'm like, who's playing that music on like what's that, on a ukulele? I'd go over, I was like, Dom, I was like, who are you watching? He goes, nobody. I was like, was that you? He goes, yeah, that's me. I was like, kudos to you, boy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Nothing
He's
wrong
gotten-
with it.
He's gotten really good with it, so that'll be a really neat thing. I will apologize now for you. Nathan, I think you're more apologizing for Danny. Only Danny was here to defend himself. Miller wants to know if anybody's working Nanny. I am not, Miller.
I am not. I know F&A is, but I know we have not
No.
got into Nanny.
Yeah. We actually just got into special.
We
We-
did
we
just
picked
get
up
into
a special.
but we are not
Yeah.
have not branched out into Nanny.
Jeremy and Holly said they saw some sick carpets yesterday. They did, and they sent me pictures of them, and I was so jealous. So jealous. Oh my God. I wish I was there because I probably would have walked out with one.
We
They
saw
sent me
that one. Was
and-
that at Arlington or was it at Tinley? And I was like,
I think it was Tinley.
it was like, oh my God, I
Yeah.
wanted it so bad. And I was
Yeah.
like, no.
Yeah, he actually had it tucked away. He was like, I don't know if I want to sell this or not.
He's like, I'll sell it to you. And I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it from anybody but Jeremy. I'm walking
Yeah.
away right now.
Yeah.
I tell you what, for me, when I found that mail, it took me a long, hard decision on like if I was going to go the pure jungle route or, excuse me, if I was going to branch out and do like the jungle jag route.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that mail and I was like, the way his colors were and the paperwork that the guy had with it showing like the genealogy of it,
Mhm.
everything. The genetics in that male are astounding. They're just outstanding. And it's like he's a perfect male for Xena because they're just gonna have that much tipping, and they're just going to be insane babies.
Insane babies.
Yep.
I'm excited. I am so excited. I've done nothing but talk about getting the carpet. So, and I'm like, getting a carpet from Jeremy. And every time anybody asks, I'm like, I'm getting a carpet from Jeremy. I'm getting a carpet from Jeremy.
Yeah.
So you know, it's coming from Jeremy.
And it better be nice.
Oh, I will work with it. And I will do my best to work with it and make it friendly. But
I'm not scared.
Actually, I got tagged by one of the hatchlings the other day. I was popping it, and it just reached out and got me.
I was like,
it's one of those feelings you're just like, freaking really, dude?
Yep.
Like, come on.
He's like, whatever.
I had this year, all the hatchlings are fighting.
Hey, Luke.
Like last year, they were all mellow. This year, they're firecrackers. This year, I don't know what it is.
We've had a couple of them that have just been. We have one little firecracker. She goes after me every single time I get near her, and I'm like, really?
Yep. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yep. The head's always up on a swivel. Always up on. Yeah.
My one lesser, I think it's a male. Where is it at? Yeah, it's a male. Every time I open up that tub, he comes flying out. I mean, and he means business when he comes flying out. It's like, come on.
Yep.
Like, I just want to change your water tank to make sure you didn't go to the bathroom. It's like, calm down.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is our first year too, where
this is the first
last year they were so docile and just
sweet. I'm like,
and this year they're like, I got your number.
Like, yes.
Yep. That's exactly how it is here too. Exactly how it is here. So before we get into the next question, let's do picks of the week real quick.
All right.
I love picks of the week. All right. Nathan says, what are each of your favorite ball python combos? All right, we'll hit that one first so that way I don't lose it, and then we'll do picks of the week.
Oh,
okay.
The Sunset G-stripe or tri-stripe.
The Sunset tri-stripe.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. My combos. That's such a hard question because there's so many different combos out there. I love clown. Clown into anything.
You can put clown into anything. It's gorgeous.
I love the way that acid blitz looks together. Those two combos. There's just so much. I mean,
there's so much beauty in anything. You could take a normal and put it into something. I mean, a normal is beautiful. Yeah. As Kike says, classic, super classic.
Yeah, I like the darker jeans, but then some of the snakes look amazing, you know, with the pastels or a lighter jean. Mm-hmm. So clown anything, acid blitz are probably my favorites.
Yeah.
See, acid's just nuts. You can't go wrong with acid.
Yeah.
I think I saw my first acid down at Tinley. Maybe it was here at a local show.
Yeah, I know.
I can't remember, but I was like, I have to have acid. I've got to have acid. And after that, we were on the hunt, and then he kept wanting Blitz, and we had talked to Granddaddy Herbst, and we had our name on one of his eggs. And
I think he held all those back that year.
I think he held all those back. Yeah. And so we ended up contacting Jay Royals.
Yeah. And as soon as we saw the picture of this little dude.
This little guy, we were like, that's our baby.
Yeah.
So we got him and acid and blitz in the same combo. And we were like, that's the one right there. Yep. So that was it for us. Hey, Courtney.
So, yeah, you guys were both happy on that.
We were both happy with that one. Yeah.
All I have to say is just wait till you see what I do with that acid male when it gets here. You just
awesome.
I've already got great plans. It's gonna blow everybody's socks off.
That's what we get. We get excited when somebody gets something, you know, and does something else with it, and we're just like blown away by what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an awesome thing. So for us, we get excited for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Picks of the week.
All right.
All right, here we go, everybody. Hang on to your socks. First pick of the week is this stunner. And I forget, I think Ray might have sent this to me as well. But I had actually seen it like maybe an hour before he sent it
From
to me. I'm pretty
Allurion?
sure it was right.
Okay.
But this is from Freeman BP Creation. And this is a GHI Mojave VPI Exantic.
Ooh.
Which I had been wondering what the GHI Mojaves would look like as an Exantic. And that's basically what I was hoping they would look like. So I might be changing some breeding plans to start
that's
trying
sweet.
to hit some
That's
of
nice.
those.
Yeah, that's nice.
Thinking, I mean, that dorsal's got to stay nice and light
Just
colored.
white and silverish, yeah.
Yep. So that there is an outstanding animal. Now the next one, Nathan. Yes, but there's more to it, Nathan. There's more to it.
We all knew that.
We knew that one.
Some people just know me too well. But yes, that is part of the equation, Nathan. That is part of the equation. Yes, Rob, Exantic everything. Exantic everything. All right, the next pick is this beauty. And this is from our very own Chris at B&S Reptilia.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
This is a banana cypress cinnamon pastel honey, 66% het albino.
That thing is bright.
Wow.
Yeah, that thing glows. That literally just glows.
Wow.
I love that thing. Congrats.
Look at that head.
Yeah.
Looks like a lemon drop.
Well, even like look at the yellows in the alien heads. I mean, they're like fluorescent. The thing just glows. That's the only way to put it. It glows.
That thing is gorgeous. I love that head. Like that clean head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
That thing's outstanding.
That's gorgeous. I love that.
Congrats, Chris, to that beauty, dude. Wow.
Yeah. Dang.
All right, let's see here.
That
The
thing's
next
gorgeous.
pick is this beauty
Ooh.
from Royal Constrictor Designs. And this is a Paradox GHI banana.
That's crazy.
That too.
That thing's just nuts.
I love the
That
orange.
is just nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, that paradox is cool coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The weird thing is that there's very little banana in that snake. The GHI is just blowing through
It's
it.
blowing it out of the water.
You would never even know it was banana without the paradox.
And banana is usually such a strong gene. It usually dominates.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That is cool. Really cool.
And Royal Constrictor Designs, which I guess we shouldn't be surprised. I mean, Garrett makes amazing stuff all the time.
Yeah, Garrett does awesome.
Yeah. That was the first guy I fanboyed over.
They're at Kinley.
Yeah.
At Schaumburg.
Our very first show, Schaumburg.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, look who's standing right there.
We
were getting our tickets at the same time. He was standing behind me, and I'm like, oh my God, that's Garrett. I was like, that's one we always watch on YouTube. And then stupid me, I go up to him and shake his hand, and I'm just like so nervous. I'm like, oh my God, I watch all your videos. Keep putting them out. Thank you so much. It was just
and then we get in the show and we're just standing there talking to him, and he's just like talking to us like we're old friends. He's just like the nicest guy, and it's just like
that's awesome. That's funny. See, I know I would get like that too, though. So I feel you. I get the same way with a lot of these guys.
And then I kind of did the same thing with Earl from Lone Star.
Oh God.
Oh, okay.
He actually asked Angie. He was like, "Does Geoff not like me?"
Yeah. He goes, "Does Geoff not like me?"
He doesn't talk to me. He kind of just stares at me, and no, I'm in awe. I mean,
I go, Earl, you're the OG. He goes, I was afraid. He goes, I just thought he didn't like me or something. I go, no, we all like you, Earl. Everybody's afraid to just kind of just go, oh, it's Earl. You don't just walk up and talk to Earl. He goes, yeah, you just walk up and talk to me. I'm like, okay.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And here for the last pick from Ball Brilliance is a vanilla spot nose TSK Xantic Het Clown. Wow.
Oh, cool.
That thing's stunning.
That's cool. That's cool.
Wow.
So, or wait.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I'm at the wrong one. It's a leopard spot nose Xantic.
Yeah.
Het Clown.
Het Clown.
I read the wrong one. There's two different options here. I'm on
Yeah.
picture number 2. That's right.
And
It's a leopard spot nose.
leopard. That's another one of my favorite jeans is leopard.
Yes, leopard's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So it looks like I'm gonna be beat to making the penguin. Darn it. That's my dream. I want to make the first Xantic Batman and call it the Penguin because
Yeah.
I mean I think it's just a great name for it. Is it all the Morphs with the Batman stuff have Batman character names?
Batman character names.
Xantic's got to be the Penguin. It's just got to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. JD Constriction. I mean, he knocked those out of the park.
With those black and white ones. Yeah. He does.
Which, if anybody missed it, we did have John on from JD Constriction a while ago. So go back and find that in the live playlist and watch out because there's a lot of good information dropped on that too.
Yeah.
Fries, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, it's always nice stopping by his booth though at these big shows.
Oh gosh, yeah, he's always got amazing stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I've never gotten to see his stuff in person or meet him in person, but something tells me I would be leaving a very poor man.
Yeah.
I have no doubt I would leave a very, very poor man.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze, that's a good one too.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I didn't think of that. That's a really good one too.
Wasn't that Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Freeze?
Yeah, it was Arnold. Arnold, get to the chopper. Anyway, I did that one time at the beach, like yelling Arnold phrases, going down the boardwalk, embarrassing everybody around me. Probably that might have been the last time I went to the beach. There might be a connection there. I'm not quite sure.
There might be.
So I don't think anybody invited me after that. There we go with hypo and
it. There you go. Yeah.
Oh
that would work. That would be a good one.
Definitely.
That would be a good one. All right, so we went through the season update. We were like I hope you guys are good for a while because we only got the 2 topics so far. I've got a lot more.
Oh dear God.
We're good.
Good thing I'm off tomorrow.
We already made dinner. We're good.
So what are your big plans for next season?
Actually starting to hit some recessives. You know, some of our recessives they're of size where we can actually produce some recessives. Our super pastel ivory, she'll be ready. She's going to a highway, so we'll make some pastel highways.
Our albino
with our candy will be
ready. Black pastel candy.
Yep.
We'll be ready.
We still got another year on our black pastel head ultramel to make the black pastel ultramels.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Recessive wise, we should be producing some clowns, some pieds, possibly some hypo stuff. But really, as long as we get at least one more clutch than we got this year, that's kind of the way we look at it, is just keep growing our clutches each year. Yep. So if we end up with 5 clutches this year, we've made progress.
Yeah.
That's how I'd look at it too. I mean, I'm hoping next year to hit. Let's see, 5,
Hey, kids.
6, 7. Oh wait, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe 9 clutches roughly.
Okay.
Is what I'm hoping for next year.
Yeah.
9 clutches.
Yeah. I kind of screwed up at the beginning of the season. I had the temps too hot, and I think I was killing off some sperm. So
Oh,
really
okay.
Hey, Nicole.
really watching the temps this year, dropping the temps. Earl's helping us out a lot this year with our breeding season this year. We're going to kind of follow exactly the way he goes, step by step, dropping the temps for a few days, and then while we're in the actual breeding season, the whole rack will be shut off, and we'll just leave it off and just go with room temp all year, all breeding season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Try
okay.
to save some of that sperm, because I burned too much sperm off, I think, this last year, and that's why we only had 4 clutches. So learn from the mistakes.
Yeah. See, I don't know what my ordeal was. All I know is that two females reabsorbed. So was that temps? Was that what caused it? I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully this year or this coming season, hopefully they give me better clutches than I can imagine.
Yeah. We over the males we used. I don't want to say we overused them, but we were putting them in every month. I mean, they were getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 locks by the end of the season. And you really don't need that many locks. And so we're going to use the ultrasound a little more, keep track of the follicle size a little more, put the males in when they need to go in, type thing. So
that's
try to keep our
what
males on food a little more.
Yeah, see, I had some. All right, my males always go off food. Like once they start breeding, normally a month or 2 into it, they all shut off for whatever reason.
That's the way ours did.
Now here's the funny part. They were like my GHI Mojave male. He was off food since October, and 2 weeks ago he finally took his first meal. Now you want to know what got him to switch over and start eating again? It's either coincidence or this was the ticket. I put him back in with my banana female, okay, which he bred for our first season. She wanted nothing to do with him. She went to the cold end. He stayed on the hot end. That was it. There was no fun time had.
Yep.
Took him out. The next week, boom, he was eating like normal. It's just like, what? So you got to be shut down in order to realize that, hey, I could just start eating now?
Yeah. And I've heard that. I've heard that if you have something off food, go ahead and throw a male in or a female in, and it could kickstart them into the food again.
Yeah. Well, I know for the females, sometimes that'll kickstart some stuff, but for the males, I never thought of that. It was just like a last resort thought. It's like, well, let's see what happens if we do this, and it worked.
Yeah. Well, we have a pastel spot nose het clown, and he's been off food for several months now, and he's right there at weight. And I'm like, come on, buddy, we need you this year. And he's refusing food, so I might throw him in with a female just to see if he'll kickstart.
Yeah. He's just a little pistol.
Alan says you gotta have cool downs for girls to have follicle growth.
Yep.
I do mid to high 70s, ambient at 89 to 90 hot spots all year. You see, that's basically like my hot spots are like 89 to 90. And then in the snake room, it's basically like right now it's actually at 80 for an ambient, but
I run the hot spot. So on the thermostat, I run it at 92, but it's 89, 90 inside the tub.
Okay.
So, and then we keep the room at between 80 and 83 all year round.
Okay. See, and like the fall time, temps in here start dipping down to like 75, 76 for an ambient, and like as the fall and winter time approaches. So it's almost like the perfect kickstart, I think personally, to get everybody into the mood to start breeding.
Yeah.
But now I've got my pastel Xanthic girl that's bowl wrapping like crazy, and she already paired once with my DG. So that's hopefully my saving grace for getting me that clutch that I missed this year.
Okay.
Hopefully. So we'll see. But let's see here. All right, here we go. Sorry. Completely lost my focus. All right, what projects should we be watching out for you to see you guys doing next year and hitting big time?
For next year?
Next year? Probably not next year, but the year after, probably the double hit Desert Ghost head clown.
Yeah. In 2 years, we'll have the
DG clown.
Yeah, hopefully we'll hit DG clown in 2 years.
Nice.
Next year, our big clutches will probably be our acid clutches.
Yeah.
Like I said, we'll hit some recessives, but it'll just be your normal, your
Very
normal
light.
type pieds, banana pied, some clown stuff, but nothing too big. The acid stuff will probably be our biggest stuff next year. And then the year after, we'll be hitting some DG clown stuff. Hopefully, some DG clown stuff. We'll break a little more into the visual ultramel stuff with black pastel. Hopefully, we can prove out that sunset.
The sunset stuff.
Get the ultramel sunset stuff in. Ultramel pied sunset stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, have you guys had any new additions to the family here recently?
Oh God. We're constantly picking stuff up.
We just got the 3.
Yeah.
We got the Celtic clown coming, the 2 G stripes. They've all been purchased. They're all down still at Earl's at Lone Star that we're picking up in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Whenever we go down to the NERBC in Arlington.
We'll probably be picking up some of his. You've seen his LSR fire.
We'll probably be picking up some of that.
I mean, identical to DG. I mean, it's Kodam, but it looks just like DG. We'll be picking up some LSR fire stuff. Hopefully, pick up a couple females from them.
Lord knows what we'll pick up at the shows.
We're getting one from Gershon. Was it a triple or quadruple het?
I think it's a triple het.
Triple het, the albino.
Inchy pastel.
Pie, yeah, but what's the hets? It's albino. I don't know. One of his triple hets. We're picking up one of those. She just took her second meal the other day, so we're waiting for that one. We'll probably get her while we're at Tinley.
Hey, bots.
Like I said, we just picked up that special female, and then some of our holdbacks that we're keeping this year for the future. The het clown, het ultramel stuff.
Okay.
Way too much.
Hey, I wish I could buy more stuff than what I do, but at the moment, things are a little tight around here. So,
and you still have a growing family. Our kids are out of the house.
Yeah.
This is what we purchased for each other.
Kids now.
Yeah. So, when birthday comes around.
Yeah. Birthdays,
Christmas,
Father's Day, Mother's Day. These are our gifts to each other. So
this is just a slight proposal. You guys can always adopt me. I would love to have snakes as a birthday, Christmas.
Are you down for that?
I already talked to Kara about that, and she said you guys can have me.
Well, I saw you throw that proposal out to Jar too.
Yep. Yes. I'm open for anyone that wants to have me. But Jeremy, what's up? Just in case anybody joined in that missed the beginning, all of Angie and Geoff's information is in the description down below. Go check out their YouTube channel, folks. You're not going to regret it. They have an awesome YouTube channel. They do it live every Saturday. Check it out. You'll love it. And as well, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're not subscribed already to my channel, please subscribe. If you would like to become a member of I guess like it's like a YouTube Patreon basically. Hit that join button, and there's 3 different tiers that you can pick from. It's just a way to support the channel. On top of, you get some pretty cool perks depending which tier you go with. If you go with the top tier, you get everything. So it's really cool. Definitely think about doing that. Really nice way to support the channel, and you get some really nice perks. So that's my spiel. Thank you, everybody. And also, if anybody drops a super chat or super sticker, it goes to my ultrasound fund. I need an ultrasound desperately, and it's just not in the cards right now. So using my YouTube funds to pay for that. So we'll see how long it takes.
Yeah.
But all right. So all right, well, we kind of did that. All right, let's talk about the live stream.
Okay.
Let's talk about this live stream, guys. So Angie is the face of, is it Ladies of the Night?
Ladies of the Night.
Ladies of the Night. I always think I'm going to say it wrong, but Ladies of the Night.
Ladies
you
of
might
the
want to
Night.
watch how you Google that. But
You know, we're to show our age a little bit here.
Remember the reptile talk at the.
So I came up with that title. I was like, boy, that just sounds cool. You know, not thinking of anything. I'm like, Ladies of the Night, reptile talk. I got the intro. I got that all done.
He had it made up. He had a guy make the intro and everything. It was so sweet, and I was so proud of him. And I was like, that's so cute.
So I come home, show her and all this. The kids are over. They say, Mom, you know what Ladies of the Night means? I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, it doesn't. They're like, oh, no, it has a meaning.
They're like, did you start an OnlyFans? And I'm like,
whoops.
So I said, screw it, we're keeping it.
I'm like, the only reason I know about that is because I listen to true crime during the day while I'm working.
Fred and AJ.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I said, we're keeping it, you know.
I love it. It's great.
If people come in and they don't know what it's about, they better stay and find out, because we're gonna clean it up.
And for everybody, make sure you go and watch the episode with Jar Pythons. You have to watch that episode, and you're gonna, you will just laugh hysterically the whole show. I absolutely loved that show. That was priceless. It was great.
Yep.
When the two of us get together, we are exactly like sisters. We are like that from the time we get together to the time we leave each other, and we call each other and we text each other and we send each other messages. Mom juice. Yes.
Jim and I, we go off on our own.
They do.
They go off on their own.
They'll head in the opposite direction because they're just like, we can't handle these two.
Yeah.
And so we've taken up new names. We're like Thelma and Louise, but I'm Juicy Tequila and she's Fireball. So we're Juicy Tequila and Fireball.
All right, it works. It works.
Yeah, but Jim and I, we have the same background. He was Air Force. I was Air Force. He was a police officer, law enforcement. So we have a lot in common. So we go off on our own. When they came out last April, him and I were outside with the grill. The girls were inside in the kitchen,
cooking.
and
we were doing our thing and having a great time.
So great family. I mean, very great family, very nice family, down to earth.
Yeah, I mean, we just met them last year, but it seems like we have been together forever. Yeah. Kind of like with you, it's when you meet somebody that you click with, it's like you've been family forever. Yeah. And it's just one of those things. And so they've been with us. We go to Tinley together. We go to Schaumburg together. We go to Arlington together, and whenever we say anybody's welcome at our house for the crawfish boil, or we say if you're coming through Kansas City and you want to stop at our house and you need a place to put your head, come through. We've got a bed for you. We'll feed you. you know, you're always welcome here.
I might be surrounded by a bunch of hatchlings right now.
You might have some snakes in your room, but we'll feed you and we'll take good care of you. Because family to us is family.
Yeah.
We're gonna take good care of you.
So you're already adopted.
You're already adopted.
Hey, that works. Unfortunately, that works. I know the crawfish thing looked really good. I've never had it before, but God, that looked good.
Oh yeah.
We actually made crawfish dirty rice tonight.
Dirty rice today. Yeah, crawfish dirty rice today.
Yeah.
I boil up the stock and make my own crawfish stock so that when we do like anything with crawfish, we have the stock to make it. So yeah. So anybody coming through, make it to our house and we'll feed you.
I said one of these days I would love to come down and see you guys at your place. I would
absolutely bring the family. Come on through.
You might regret that after Hadley gets there. She won't let you out of the snake room, I promise.
That's fine.
Well, that's fine. We love being in the snake room. But yeah, Saturdays we do our show. He runs the chat. I'm the face in front. I highlight the ladies in the snake community. I've booked all the way through the end of October right now.
Nice.
Yeah. I've got a lot of beautiful ladies coming up.
Next week you have Chelsea.
Next week, Chelsea from Perfectly Splendid Reptiles is coming on. Okay. She's got some amazing stuff. After that, gosh, we've got Bosa's wife and daughters coming on in October. We've got
Cuddle Time.
Cuddle Time is coming. Sacred Serpents is coming.
Gosh, who else?
Gosh, I've got. We're booked until the end of October. Yeah. So it's just keeps going. Fenris is coming on. So I'm just all the ladies that have reptiles. I'm just getting them on there and chatting and having a great time. And it used to be I was so afraid to get in front of the camera, and now I'd bebop up the stairs, and I'm just like I'm up here at 6:30 and I'm or 5:30, ready to go by 6 because I'm so anxious to talk to these ladies because I feel like I've known them my entire life, and some of them I feel like we've been friends forever.
So it actually started off. We were at Tinley last year, and Gershon was there, and we were talking with Gershon, and because you know how he pushes YouTube, he pushes everybody YouTube, which is awesome because he's gotten this community. He's grown this community, just getting everybody onto YouTube and everybody into the chats, and just amazing guy. And so I asked him, I said, look, I want to start a live. We have all these lives that go on. And this is before we met Nicole. And I said, I want a live focusing on the females. He goes, wow, that's a good idea. I said, but the problem is I haven't told Angie about this yet. So I broke the news to her right there that she was to start a live. And I said, Gershon's to be your first interview. She was like, well, when am I to interview him? I said, well, right now.
Right now.
And Gershon's like, I'll give you 5-10 minutes. Just walk around, start thinking of some questions, and then come find me again. And so we found him and said, hey, she's ready. You ready? He said, absolutely. So we walked just outside the venue, and that was her first interview.
Yeah.
And then it took a couple months, 2 or 3 months.
It took a few months because I had to get the computer set up. I had to get my webcam. I had to get my sound equipment that I wanted to use. And God love, our neighbor is amazing. He had his own podcast, and he's like, I have a perfect mic. I have all the sound equipment. I have all this. And he's like, I want you to use it. I want you to have it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, okay. And I said, for my first interview, there's nobody I want but Keisha. I want Keisha to be my first interview because I know if I have my sister on here, it's going to be a hot mess. We will be giggling and carrying on like nobody's business. And I said, I won't be able to do the show because I'll just be laughing and carrying on. I said, I need Keisha because Keisha knows what she's doing and she'll keep me grounded. And I need Keisha. And God bless Keisha. She said yes. And it was just like on from there.
Right. Initially, we were to go every other weekend.
Yeah.
And then it started hitting. And we went away, well, for that wedding. And we took that weekend off. And it felt like forever. So we were just booking them every week.
Yeah. And I think the only time I'm taking off now is when we're in Arlington and when we're in Tinley. And
but I wouldn't. We might still do a live in Arlington. We might have an on-site live.
In all honesty, too, if you can stay consistent, because the live streams, I've noticed like that. I missed one live, and YouTube like really punished me for missing it. So if you can stay consistent with it, now that you've got this every Saturday thing, if you can stay, even if you move it a day here or there. But as long as you're getting it out there, you'll be golden. It's just
and our big thing was our big thing was not to run a live when someone else in our community is running a live.
I wanted to make sure that we weren't cutting into somebody else. I wanted to be very respectful because we try really, really hard to jump on everybody else's. Now, there's been a few times we've been
I mean, something comes up and we can't catch it.
God have mercy. We were sitting at Safe Light Auto yesterday
we missed Nicole's yesterday.
We were there getting our windshield replaced for I don't know how long yesterday. Felt like forever. He was hangry. I was getting hangry.
I got to catch a little bit of Nicole's there, but then I had to rush off. I forget what we went and did yesterday. We had a housewarming party to go to. So I got to catch up on what I missed. But
we do too. We do too. Hello, Juicy G.
Juicy G?
GCG.
I thought you said Juicy G.
No, there's only one Juicy.
I swear she said it.
There is only one Juicy. Y'all are crazy.
I'm right there with you, Geoff. I'm like, Juicy G. Okay, maybe Angie knows him a little bit. But
Nicole.
There's
Nicole's live there.
Yeah,
I love Nicole, and we'll dive more into it with my live next week with her. But Nicole and I have this thing with carpet pythons, and I know she knows I'm just joking around and that I love her for it. But her guest was Dre, and Dre has a really beautiful jungle carpet. And of course, Nicole's she was a little slightly, she didn't trust Xena, put it that way. Xena was looking at her in a very untrusting way. So I always make the comment that Nicole needs a carpet because she's got these huge retics.
Exactly.
And she's got the green tree. The girl, she needs a carpet python. She really does. And one of these days we will convert her to having a carpet.
To get a carpet, exactly. Yep. She has gotten me to where I'm getting my retic, and she's got to get her a carpet now.
Yep, exactly. We got to get her a carpet. So Gina was slightly eyeing her up. I'm not going to lie. It was nighttime here in the snake room.
She was eyeing her.
Yeah, any movement be at nighttime, Xena, you're likely being hunted for the most part.
And that's so funny because she handles all those retics.
Yep. Carpets can be sweet too, Nicole. But anyway, Dre pulled out this carpet and he started talking about the carpet with Nicole, and they got into this conversation about between the retics and the carpets. It was funny. I loved it. But it's just like a funny ha-ha thing I have going on with Nicole about the carpets. One of these days though, Nicole, you will own a carpet, girl. I promise. The itch will be scratched.
How close is she to her 1,000? Do we know? Does anybody
Nicole,
know?
drop what your sub number is.
I have been pushing it on my show like every week.
So yeah, if anybody is not subscribed to Nicole at Lady Tiz, go to her channel. Nicole, drop the link, or Kike, drop the link. Somebody, definitely go check her out and subscribe. She's giving away.
I think she's the next one in our community to hit the 1K.
Yeah.
She's 110 subscribers away. So everybody, go if you are not. All right, Ray says 891.
Okay, awesome.
So go and check out Nicole. Hit the subscribe button for her, please. You won't regret it. She has a great live stream, everybody. And she's
and while you're in there subscribing to her, make sure you subscribe to us. We need 500 for a snake giveaway. We're giving away one of our either Het Clown or Het Ultramels. So we need 500. We're at 344, 340, something like that. So we still need 160, but OG.
Now, is it true, Geoff, that you're going to be giving the snake away while wearing a banana hammock? I've heard this rumor. I don't know. I think it might help you get to the 500 that much quicker.
You seem pretty intrigued by that. We know Wheels Hill of Heat is intrigued by it.
I went on the show yesterday and said, Mr. Donahue, Jeffrey says I have to stop saying it because it's gonna push subscriber count down. I've gotta stop saying it, babe.
Yeah. So it started out. I believe I said I'd wear a bikini top
or something, just joking. And
now it went to a mankini.
Sacred Serpents
spiraled out of control.
Sacred Serpents brought it up, and I started laughing about it. And I said, they must have remembered something, one of the old videos. And so I brought it up again, and it became this joke. And I was like, oh my God. So then last night with Nicole, with Dominique, God, I love her so much. That was such a fun interview with her and Skylar. Oh my God, they are beautiful, beautiful ladies.
But I guess we could take a poll as we're getting closer to the 500. We'll take a poll of a yes or a no. If it's yes, then I will put something on for you guys. I have no shame.
Everybody, go and hit the subscribe button. Go do it right now. We'll pause the show. Go do it.
Proper rules.
Ray says he'll send you a snake not to.
Oh my God, Ray.
Oh, Dominique says
Dominique is all for it. I love you, girl. I love you.
Oh, shoot.
Oh my God.
Adam, what's up, brother? Thanks for tuning in. You joined in at the right moment.
He picked the perfect moment to come in, didn't he?
Yes. Hey, perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Good.
So the show's every Saturday at 6. Wait.
Yeah.
6 o'clock.
6 Central.
6 Central,
So it's 7 Eastern.
Yeah,
right?
6, 7
Eastern.
Yeah.
And we try and keep it right at an hour, you know, so people can get on with their evening and spend family time together.
I know. But like we said, we know people, we're trying to keep it because we know Nicole does hers at noon, and we try to make sure that we hop on that, and we love to hop on everybody else's stuff and try to get in there and you know, give everybody
Oh gosh.
That's even
GCG. GCG has a new name.
You have been branded forever, GCG.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So a lot of times we might end pretty abruptly, you know, because we do try to keep it right at an hour.
We do try to keep it right in, unless my sister and I are on the live, and then God knows how long that bad boy's gonna go. Unless Jim is going, cut it off.
Cut. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. So now tell me, how do you guys go about picking who? Because there's such a wide variety. Do you have a method to the madness as to how you're picking your guests? Is it from, because I know you always ask your guests who would they like to see. Is that what drives it? Or
I do ask my guests, and I do always reach out to the ladies that they choose. Sometimes I do not always have success with the ladies that they choose. I do always reach out to the ladies that they choose. There are some that I have found just because I have stalked. You guys know how I do when I'm sending out stickers and when I love to look at everybody's collections. I am such a person when I'm looking at other people's animals. I love to see what everybody has and just because I'm that type of person, I want to see what everybody else is doing just because I'm so much in love with the beauty of the animals.
Yep.
I will stalk people's pages. And if I am sending out sticker swaps or anything like that, I want to personalize it to who that person is and what they have, because I want to, if you name your snakes like we do, I want to say, hey, I love, Shirton, or I love Saoirse or Dogda or whatever. I want to personalize it to Xena or, whoever you have in your racks. And I want to talk about the beauty of that snake. And so when it's going out to you, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And I want to say, hey, I love that snake, so that you know. So I'm stalking y'all. And so I'm reaching out to the people that I'm looking at. So
and we're on, have you tried Vero? It was launched in 2018.
I have not tried it. I saw you guys joined in. There's like a big push towards it. I'm trying to figure out, because I have lately, I don't know if anybody's noticed, I've been really bad with even Instagram. I don't want to say I've gotten burned out on uploading pictures all the time, but I've gotten to the point where I have all these pictures taken, but I don't want to post anything because the videos of some of these things haven't been out yet. So, I'm afraid to post stuff.
Yeah. So we started that,
did.
And we're getting to meet a lot of new people, that aren't in our community that we have here, and so we're reaching out and finding new people off of Vero, and that's where you met Chelsea.
Where I met Chelsea. That's where I met Julie, who is also another one that I'm bringing on to the show, and so see, we love that about you too. That's where I'm meeting a lot of these newer ladies that I'm talking to, and bringing them kind of into the circle of everybody. And some of people probably already know them, and I just didn't recognize it, but they're new to my world, and I'm loving them. So I think it's an amazing thing. So Vero was really kind of an eye-opener for us, and I just kind of bit the bullet and reached out to some of these ladies and said, hey, this is what I do. I would love to have you on my show. This is all about the ladies. We love our men. We love all that they do, but let's bring the spotlight onto us and kind of point it in our direction. And they're like, I'm all about it. I'd love to do it. Let me talk to you. Let me see what you do. And
thank you, Straight Blast. And if how do I say this without sounding? I'm just going to put it out there. If you follow us, we follow you back. We're not the type of person that wants 1,000 followers and we're only following 10.
No.
If you follow us, we're to follow you back.
Yeah. We're all about, if you're showing the love, we're showing it right back. We're going to be there. We're just those kind of people. if you're in our lives, we're telling you, drop your links, because we want to show everybody in the chat. Get on over and show each other the love, because we want you to be available for each other, and you know, it's just how we are.
Yeah.
I think we're all about the support.
Yeah.
And you know, we tell you, brother, we're like, if you need us, I don't care if it's the middle of the night.
Cool.
Dial us up.
Yeah. And I've called you how many times? You know,
Yeah.
hey.
Well, if I can help out in any way, shape, or form, I want to do it. I mean, you guys, anybody. I mean, if any of you guys need to reach out to me, I mean, I'll do my best to help you, anybody out.
Exactly.
We were having issues with the
Husbandry Pro.
The Husbandry Pro.
Pro.
And you were able to walk us through it, and now we got our incubator turned into hatchlings, and I mean,
everything's like going super smooth now, and
it's so nice, isn't it?
It's wonderful. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the picture that, I don't know if I uploaded it onto IG, but we've got everything turned over into our QR codes, and everything's like scanned in, and it's like amazing now. I mean, we had it on the phone, but it just did not.
It's a pain in the neck to go search through. It's just click it, and boom, there it is. Pulls up the animal.
Yeah. It was such a nightmare.
Yeah. And now we can do bulk feedings, and just click the ones that didn't feed. Okay, this one didn't feed, but
so
everybody else fed.
Everybody else fed.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's so much easier.
See, I need to start doing that. I haven't tried doing that yet, because normally I'd go off of the road and boom, they take it. I just scan it, and then I move on to the next. I haven't tried the bulk feeding thing. I actually always forget that's there.
Yeah.
So I need to try that next week. Because everybody eats next week. It's not just hatchlings.
He made so much fun of me. I had all these little wire.
Just a little index card.
Index cards. And everybody had a little index card. And I would write down every single feeding, every single week. And he's just like, why do you keep writing every little one down on paper? And he's like, just do. I'm like, I'm so old school.
Yeah.
He's like,
I
just
still
do it
have all
here.
my index cards from before, but that's more for until I get enough data built up on Husbandry Pro. I can still go to the note cards, and there's all the original info still. I was not bound to put in 3 years worth of feeding and shedding info by hand in husbandry. Not going to happen. That's too much.
So ours only starts, from when we talked. That's when our feedings are in Husbandry Pro. Everything else is on those index cards.
Like 4 years on those index cards, Jeremy.
Oh yeah, John, it was my pleasure, dude. I wanted to make sure, because John was actually the first person to get a snake from me, because he got it through the giveaway. But I sent the QR code and everything with him. I went and did the transfer thing through Husbandry Pro to him, so that way they had all the data from that. I even sent off the original feeding cards, everything.
Oh, awesome.
And we ran into an issue where I was sending the data to him, but it wasn't the right email address, and it took us a couple of tries to figure out what the issue was. But once we finally got it, it was smooth sailing from there.
Good.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think Billy really came up with an amazing.
He did.
Amazing program right there.
Adam, you can do it. Like, you can set an interval as to how many days you want to feed each snake.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it'll pull up. Let me see. I'll see if I can't pull mine up here real quick.
You can go in and set how many days apart you feed.
Yeah, like you'd 7, 14, whatever number you want to put it at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for like our hatchlings, we feed our hatchlings every 4 days. So we have it set up every 4 days.
Like here, let me get rid of this. I don't know if it'll show. But there's like my list for today's feedings. Now, I have forgotten to change these to every other week, but that is technically, they're still on the weekly feeding schedule, but that should actually be every other week. So, but that's what it comes up with. It goes through, shows you exactly what you need. If you click on view, let me do it here once. It brings up all the data of that animal.
Yep. And it'll tell you what you need to order. Say you need 10 winglings, 30 smalls. It'll tell you what you need after you do the feeding.
For instance, here, awesome. Here, for instance, there's my count as for my frozen thawed, what I have. Now the reds are just because they're live, so I don't have them in stock. But you can enter in monetary, how much money per snake, how much money per rodent it is. And dude, there's like so much stuff that this does. It's just, it even goes through, like I have a section for refused feedings. There we go. So you can see who's refused, the last time that they were fed. It's just great stuff, dude. It's very well worth the little bit of money that it costs.
And if you're thinking about it, I think he still has that free offer.
I think there's a trial.
Yeah, it's like a free 30-day trial, I think. Yeah.
Trial, yeah.
So if you're thinking about it, try it. Check it out. See if you like it.
Yeah. I almost guarantee you, Adam, if you give it a shot, because I know Adam, like he says here, he likes his spreadsheets. This, and granted, it's not going to be in spreadsheet form, but you can go onto their website and you can print all this stuff off if you want to keep records of it. You can go and print all that stuff off. I mean, it makes it so much easier, dude. It saves so much time on feed night.
And like you said, it breaks it down. What per price of rat. A pup costs this much money. It's eaten 5 pups in its lifetime. This is how much you've spent on this snake.
Yep.
Yeah.
It makes it so much easier when they go out the door and they're going to somebody else, and all that information is right there.
Yeah. And the other thing is too, like, all right, you're selling, because you figure it's still early for Husbandry Pro. And by the way, everybody, I'm not sponsored by Husbandry Pro.
No, we aren't either.
That out there off the start, I'm not sponsored by them. If they would want to sponsor me, I would gladly accept it. That would be awesome. But it's just a product that I firmly believe in. I've never thought I'd be saying it because I'm probably the most anti-technology person you will find. But so, Sam, if you go and you sell a hatchling, all right, you can just literally, as long as they use Husbandry Pro, you can just send all the data over to them virtually, boom, with an email. If they don't have it, you can go to that animal, print it, and just print it off. It'll come out, print off on your printer, and you send that paper to them. It's got everything that your spreadsheet would have, but it's quicker. I almost guarantee you it's got to be quicker. I don't see how you can get any quicker than what this stuff does.
Yep. We agree.
We're super happy with it. Yeah.
And like, what you showed us when we had the eggs inside the incubator and then, turn them into the animals, you have 5 eggs, it turns them into 5 animals, and it gives you every gene. And all you have to do is go to edit that animal, say, okay, well, this one didn't have pastel, so you take the pastel away. You don't have to punch in everything.
Nope. It's just couple boops of a few buttons and you're golden. And select male, female. You don't even have to give it a sex at the moment if you don't want.
No.
I mean, you can keep track of weights. I mean, everything. If you need to keep track of it for whatever odd reason, there's a category for it. With Husbandry Pro. It's awesome stuff. I think
so
Dominique,
Billy, if you're listening to us,
thinking about it.
We'll be co-sponsors with Jeremy.
Yep, Billy, come on, hook us all up, brother. Hook us all up. We'll start pushing it. Yeah, they do, Adam. They do. No, it's phone and desktop, and they both work back to back. So, like, you can.
We prefer the desktop.
We had it on our phone for the first year, and now we're using it on our desktop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I use my phone for when I'm going around scanning stuff. If
Yeah.
I'm actually, like, when I was putting in things, like actual new animals into the system, I did it all on the computer.
Yep.
So you can pick and choose how you want to do it, Adam.
Yep.
It's
Keep
really
track of the follicle size,
Yeah.
everything.
Everything.
Yep.
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 Locks, when you've paired, if they actually locked up, all that stuff. It's all taken care of.
Absolutely everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is way better on desktop, but for the fact that I don't think you can really scan anything if you're going around with your laptop. But it's just the QR codes. I mean, like that's all it is right there. You just scan that little box and poof, it takes you right to the animal.
Right to the animal.
But yeah, give it a shot, Adam. Like I said, like Angie and Geoff said, I believe Billy's still doing the free trial for 30 days.
I think
so
he
you have
is.
nothing to lose. I mean, put in a couple of animals and give it a run for the money and see, see how you like it. And if you don't like it, it didn't cost you a dime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But there's like different tiers to it. I what I should do is I should do a video on going through using it. I'd actually have to get Dom to come down here and film me then.
And that would be a very good video.
That would be That would be a really good video. Yeah.
Because just like the turning eggs into animals, all that stuff. I mean, that's stuff that I even had to get help from Billy on my first time. That's why when you guys said about it, I was like, oh no, we got this. It's like, I know how to do this now. I had my hand held too. It's all good.
Like when you're just talking me through it and I'm just going on the computer and you're just talking me through it. I'm like, we've got this, brother. We got this.
Well, the bad part is that when I have I wish I would have been able to do it and not have to do it myself.
Yeah.
But I can't explain things and not be doing it.
And not be doing it with me.
I'm the same way though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob. You can do a yearly thing, I think, and a monthly thing. I do the monthly thing, just because I'm on Billy's Patreon. So if I go up one more tier on his Patreon to, I think it's like the $50 tier, I'll get a slight percentage off. And like the tier I'm on for Husbandry Pro, it's like, I think like Ken said here, it's like $4 a month for the option that I'm on. There's several different options. So it'll be, it conforms to what you need it to, put it that way.
Yeah. And I think, did we pay yearly?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did the annual fee.
Oh, okay.
So when we did ours,
That's only because I don't want to have to worry about anything.
Oh, they take it out direct. Like I have it set up where I don't even have to remember it. They just automatically take it out. It just comes right out through my PayPal.
Yeah.
But they do have a thing attached for Morph Market too. I do.
Yes.
believe.
Yes. Where it actually automatically goes to your store.
Yep. So lots of big bonuses there. So yeah, if anybody, hey, what's up, Mark? Thanks for tuning in. If anybody has any more questions about using Husbandry Pro, hit one of us up. I'm sure we can walk you through it or help you out on that one. So, is there anything else we want to know about the live stream that we need to know about that you guys want to share about it?
Plug it.
Plug it.
Plug it.
Every Saturday night.
6
p.m. Central.
Yeah. Those ladies loving our beautiful ladies.
Yeah.
All right.
If you're
a female
and you want to be on the
show, get in contact with me.
Yeah.
There you go.
We know we're not reaching everybody.
I know. I'm trying though. I'm trying to get out there and get in contact with the ladies.
It's hard to I have a huge list of people I want to have on, and it seems like this every time I think I have my list set up, I either lose it or water gets spilled on it and I can't read it then, and then I got to start my list all over, and it's just all crazy.
Well, Cat is on my list.
It depends where I'm sitting at, Danny. I think there's an option, or I got to change lighting. I know it's making it look kind of shiny.
Oh, Danny.
Danny.
Yeah, if anybody's seen the Santa Claus, what is it, number 3? 1, 2. Yeah, I think it's 3. I'm like the plastic version of Jeremy at the moment. It's okay. I'm all right.
What is that, Madam? Something, the Wax
The
Museums?
Wax Museum, Madame Tussauds.
Jeremy should be doing jazz. Thanks for tuning in, brother. I appreciate seeing you on here. It's almost your bedtime, Danny. I'm surprised you're hopping in this late.
I tell you what, that dude is a character.
Oh my God.
dude, it makes me laugh.
Wait till you meet him in person. Danny is freaking awesome and hilarious.
Now, will he be at the barbecue?
He should be. He should be, as long as he doesn't. As long as Nathan will drive him again. Nathan was the DD. So that way, Danny had no excuse to not be able to come and all that. Oh, that's right. That's right. Labor Day is tomorrow. So yeah,
Yes.
Labor Day's tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So you have us all night long if you want to.
Awesome. So yeah, but yeah, Danny should be here. I know he complained. He made him. Oh, I'll give him this. It was a wise observation that everybody that came to the barbecue is from the far eastern part of PA, basically.
Okay.
And I'm the only one that lives where I'm at. Nobody else is really close to me. And he's like, why are we all driving 2 hours to Jeremy when we're all over here? So I had to try to, like BS my way through it and tell him, like, well, I'm the only one that's got the elevated cornhole playing field that cost me $30,000. So I was like, who doesn't want to come over here? So, but he did make a very good point. So.
Well, now it's at your house. I mean, forever. It's always going to be at your house.
It's always gonna be
I was
your
going to say,
house.
every July, I'm going to have it. I know Chris from BNS is planning on doing one in the springtime. So, Danny, that's going to be your close to home one.
Oh, okay.
John. Yeah. I mean, I'm actually really comfortable in here with it sitting at 80. I do need to do some adjustments to the camera because it's been bothering me. That's why if you guys see me going like this, because me trying to get the camera to fix its coloration issue here. Because the shininess has been bothering me slightly. I'm not gonna lie. All in due time, though. All in due time. At least the picture is clear. It's not grainy. I'm happy with the picture at least.
Yeah.
So, all right. Anyway, what did you guys learn this season, and what you learned this season? How are you going to use that to change for next season?
First is the heat inside the tubs. Secondly, will be the amount of pairing we use or we do with our males, using the ultrasound a little more.
We got it a little late in the season, though.
Yeah. We were going just off the, put the male in for 3 or 4 days, pull them out for, 3 weeks, put them back in. And we started, when did we start pairing last year? It was September.
Last week of September.
August, September.
Last week of September.
So we went all the way from September to, when did Danu lay? 60, probably 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, and we paired from September all the way until then. Every 3 weeks we were throwing that male in
because we didn't get our ultrasound until March, February or March. I can't remember.
Yeah. So now we want 3 or 4 locks, and call it good, depending on the size of the follicles. But, we're not, we're to spread it out, for the follicle size.
Dominic's asking about the heat, babe.
Dominique missed the part about the heat. So I don't know if you guys.
So what is it? 91, 92 degrees, 90 degrees. the heat will kill off the sperm and make it infertile. So we had our tubs a little too warm this year, and I think that's why we only got 4 clutches out of 11 pairings. So to me, that's probably the biggest thing I learned this year. And
Earl was really beneficial this year to us. Earl from Lone Star. He has really, I talk to Earl at least every week, and usually it's several hours we spend on the phone, me and Earl.
Yeah.
He's just like the brother.
He's like a dad to us almost.
He kind of is.
I mean, we're the same age.
We're the same age, but he's like the OG of the snake community that you can go to for anything. Yeah.
He does a live every Sunday, noon.
Yeah.
11 o'clock noon, something like that.
Yeah. And he knows so much about.
And he says, he goes, I could do this Patreon if I wanted to. He goes, but I don't. He goes, from what I've learned, I'm giving it to you guys for free. Everything that I know is for your guys' knowledge. And so we've really taken to heart this year on it and just really listened to them. So go back to your question, the heat, using our males too much. Incubation, egg boxes.
All that was the same as we did last year. So.
And there's so many different, people throw it in with sponges and just won't separate the eggs and just put them down in the vermiculite or the what's the other stuff?
Perlite.
Just leave them as clumps. There's so many different ways. I don't think anything's right, anything's wrong. I think those eggs, as long as you have them in some humidity
there's
and
no
the
right
heat,
way or wrong way.
the eggs are to be okay.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing is the heat in the tubs and using the males properly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the biggest part is just taking what we've done and learning from it. So, but we've always been about transparency and learning from what I don't know if it's mistakes or if it is, we're taking from it and going,
once you stop learning, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have nowhere else to go.
And we have no problem throwing out our mistakes.
Yeah.
What we've done wrong.
If we can help somebody else learn from what we've done, hey, we'll put it out there. We will absolutely put it out there, because if somebody else doesn't do what we've done, then we've saved somebody else from doing it. So
and we've also looked at who we buy our snakes from, our hatchlings from now. When we first got into it, we picked up a couple from Craigslist, and we have, we really don't know what's in it. I mean, it looks like this is what we were told. So now we're pretty picky on what we buy and who we buy from.
Who we buy from and where those genetics come from. And
yeah. No, I get you totally on that one. That would be kind of leery for me.
Yeah. You when you're first starting out, you're just kind of like, oh, well, that's great. That's a good deal. And then you're like, I don't know where that came from. I don't know what's in that. What am I putting that with? And now you really think, I'm producing something with that. I can't guarantee that snake and what's in that snake to go to somebody else. So we're very, very, very picky on where our snakes come from. So everything that we have in our racks,
we know what's there.
We know what's there, and we know where it came from, and it's labeled where it came from. So we know.
Yep.
We know.
Which is also a nice thing with Husbandry Pro. You can keep track of that too.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. We can guarantee genetics. I mean, I can't guarantee if it's a 10 gene animal that all those genes are in there. I mean, no one really can.
Right.
You know, the way how crazy some of these snakes are looking.
Right.
But I'll guarantee what they were paired to.
Yep.
And,
You know, what we know, what we were told, what's in that snake.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. All right. What are some genes that you think are a must for any breeder to have in the collection?
A classic, super classic.
Classic, super classic, always. Always.
Yeah, everybody, if you're breeding, you need a normal.
Yeah.
To prove things out.
If you have to prove anything out, you want a normal in your collection.
To me, that's probably the most important snake in your collection.
Yeah.
In my opinion, is a normal.
I agree with you because you can, if you got something in question, there you go. That's how you figure it out right there.
Yeah. Mojave. I think Mojave's a must. I'm partial to butters. What do you just say? Acid?
No. I was actually going to say leopard.
Leopard?
Yep.
I absolutely think leopard is a must.
Yeah. Good God.
I'm surprised that you would say acid, but I love acid, but if you're thinking basic, leopard to me is like a go-to for anything.
Yeah. Anything in the bell complex. I love the bell complex. I could go through our rack and say everything. You know, everything we have, I'd say that's important.
Yep.
Orange Dream, love the Orange Dream.
Oh, you've got to have Orange Dream. You've got to have Orange Dream. I think.
What if our normal's a het clown?
Then that would be awesome. If my normal was a het clown.
I was going to tack that in there. If you can have a normal that is het for something, that just makes it that much better because you're not only proving out what you're, trying to figure out, but you're adding that possible het into there.
We produced so many normals this year. We have, let's see. Now we still have a clutch that needs to be cut, but right now we have one.
No, Nathan. No.
Probably 60% of our clutches this year were normal.
We're normals, but they're all hets.
Yeah, every single one of them's het for something.
Yeah.
So
straight blast. I agree.
Straight blast. I like pastel.
Yep. Love pastel.
I like pastel a lot.
Yeah, pastel goes good with a lot of things.
It really does. Yeah. It's a beautiful gene.
Yeah. There's some things, yes, okay, I get you maybe don't want pastel in there.
Right.
There's a lot of things where I think you need to have pastel in there, like DG, Xanthic.
Oh my God. Yep.
Both of those two recessives work great with pastel. Yep. Throw a pastel into Spider, you get something.
Spider.
Spider, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Spider's another one. Spider gets such a bad,
it gets a bad name because some of them do have a wobble. They have the neurological problem. Some of them don't. There are so many that don't have the neurological issue.
We carry 1, 2,
we have
3 spiders?
3 spiders.
3 spiders, and one of them has a slight head wobble. The other 2 are perfectly normal. You would never even know.
Yep. I say all of mine, let's see, I've got 1, 2. Oh, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 spider combos right now. 10 spider combos, and I guarantee you I could bring them all out, hold them out with one hand, let 3/4 of their body dangle, and you're not going to see them corkscrew or do anything stupid or screwy. They're going to act like a normal snake. Now, is that luck? Possibly, but hey, as long as mine keep the way they are and are straight shooting, That's all I can ask for. I'm going to keep working.
I mean, you got to be careful what you pair with it.
Exactly.
But there's other morphs that you have to be careful what you pair with.
Oh,
spot
yeah.
nose. Spot nose, hidden gene woma.
Hidden gene woma.
I mean, so it's I love spider. Love spider.
Oh, you will never get me away from making spider
Normals
combos.
are
Never.
awesome.
Yeah. Seems like a lot of people are hatching out normals.
People got normals. There's nothing wrong with
But when you're making hets, I mean, you're going to get the normals.
You're going to get the normals. Yep. Good deal.
Now,
some other people that love spider.
I will say this, though. Do not make the mistake that I made, everybody. And just because they were normals, I got rid of them, but they were double het for Xanthic clowns, and I should have kept them, but I sold them as an idiot.
Yeah.
I kick myself in the butt every day. I look over at that rack, and I see the male. I see my bumblebee double het. I see my spider double het. The pastel double hets in the rack behind me in the 55-20. And it's like, why didn't I keep all of those normal females? Because one, they would have been useful for proving stuff out, but they were double het clown Xanthic.
Yeah.
But I looked at it as that should be, they should move easy, and I've got to make money somehow to keep other things growing. And they were the ones, they were I'm going to say less desirable. They were the one where I was actually really sad to see it go. It was absolutely outstanding looking.
Yeah.
But, it was a learning experience. I learned my lesson from it. Not going to happen, folks. So, everybody that got them, you're lucky.
Yeah. But I don't think we're going to keep any normals this year. Well, we're going to keep that double het Ultramel Pied. We're going to go ahead and keep him, even though he's special to us. He's special to us. We're going to keep him, but we're going to go ahead and get rid of the rest of the normals.
It is. It absolutely is.
Yep.
Straight Blast says that they're looking to get rid of their Enchi Killer Bee het clown, possible het pied male. See, here's one thing I think is really smart. If you're gonna have spider, and if you're wanting to limit your spider pairings, have the spider combos be the females. You're only gonna be able to pair them once a year, as opposed to the males where they're gonna go to multiple females. It limits how you're working it. Now I've got 2-3 spider comboed males. One's the double het, one's a clown, and one's just an outstanding orange dream bumblebee that once he came out of the egg, it's like, you're staying. I'm sorry, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Which that's the one that won King of the Hill, or King of the Hill and King of the Mountain.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Spider's on a roll right now. Our little Spider is going into the finals. So
I say, you guys got King of the Hill. I'm hoping and praying for you guys that you guys get King of the Mountain as well. That would just not only be awesome that you guys got it, but it would be even more fantastic that a spider did it again.
We're hoping little Caven does it.
Spider's making a comeback.
It is.
I've noticed on Morph
We've
Market.
noticed that there's a lot more out there, and we're like, good.
I'm thinking people are starting to see what a spider can do.
Yeah.
Yep.
What it can add
and
to.
not shy away from it as much as they used to. It's a beautiful gene.
It really is. Like, you can't find a gene like that has that drastic of a transformation when you throw it into certain combos. I don't think that there is one.
Yep. Yeah. Well, who was that earlier that was talking about the spiders going to the females? They were talking about getting rid of their Inchy spider or Inchy bumblebee.
Straight Blast. Yeah, Straight Blast.
So Straight Blast, make sure you check out the live on the 9th with us and Jeremy, because we're doing that clutch ID, and I need your expertise also on the Inchy and spider. So we have some that we're kind of up in the air with, if it's Inchy or not.
We don't know.
So Jeremy already knows. We showed him off backstage earlier. So
I'm so thankful you gave me a slight sneak peek of it, so that way I can let my wheels turn a little bit, so that way I'm not fully on the spot. I can think a little bit about it, but I'm pretty sure I've got the IDs on what you guys showed me down.
But like we said earlier, completely screwed me up when Angie cut that clutch and they were white and black.
We were like, what?
Yeah, we had never hatched out anything pastel before. And seeing that white and black snake, I was like, what the hell is this?
Yep.
I knew it was spider. I could tell it was spider, but that's all I knew.
Yeah. Yeah. We were like, what?
What in the world
What
is
in the
this
world?
Oh, shoot. All right. Now, have you guys gone legit yet? Like, as far as like for tax purposes and all of that stuff? Are you
You
planning
can't
on going
ask us this
legit?
on a YouTube live.
Come on.
We are actually, we're actually in the process.
Yeah. The IRS, they're hiring too many more agents. We're not answering that question right now.
I'm waiting till
Yeah,
the beginning of
actually
this
We're
year.
good.
we're good. We're actually,
Yeah, we're in the process of our LLC right now, but we have our tax ID and
Oh,
and all
okay.
that. Yeah.
See, I'm gonna be doing mine the beginning of this new year. That's when I'm gonna start mine, because I'm gonna use some of the money from the income tax to pay for all the fees and all that stuff.
Mhm.
So,
we got
that's
lucky. Our son had his own coffee house. Right before the pandemic, he had to shut down during the pandemic, and so he closed business. But he had his LLC and he had all of that, so he thankfully knows all the
ins and outs,
and he has his marketing and business because he has his undergraduate. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was able to help us out with
he's
it.
doing good with that. So
Yeah.
we're like, yay, Jake.
But once PayPal said you can only have this much money come in.
I think it's like $600.
Yeah, or else we're to hold it.
We're giving you your money.
Yeah, we were like, yep.
We're like, no.
Adam says do a sole proprietor on your taxes so you can claim the expenses.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Other sole proprietor instead of LLC. Is that what he's saying?
As can you clarify that? Because I think it's either one or the other, isn't it?
I thought it's two different things.
I've been told to go LLC and not the sole proprietor.
Yeah, my son had LLC, and that's what he was saying.
I'm saying don't worry about the LLC stuff and just do the sole proprietor.
But that will cover you. So as a sole proprietor, so LLC is they can't sue us personally. They sue the business. So sole proprietor, would it be the same way, Adam? Because I let my mouth run sometimes and someone's going to try to sue me.
Or John there says it works both ways. LLC can show losses on expenses as well to float separate bracket. Then I'm saying about the LLC has more benefits when you need them. Most of us won't have LLC level incomes for a bit.
Okay.
And he's saying, yeah, but what liabilities do you really have?
This pretty smile.
I always go off of, everybody's been telling me LLCs. So I also was told that the LLC is a lot easier to go through for
it
all
is.
that.
Our my niece's fiance also had told us to do the LLC because
Mark.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm just to get back to Adam's, about what we have that we could lose. To me, it's our house. It's everything that we have here.
Yeah.
You know, that would be my answer to it. Is what do we have?
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they can't get the house from me, then we're saving something.
You can actually release the banana. I'll see.
And you also think about it, if you're at a show, and the way society is sometimes, say your snake bites somebody at a show. That's, I mean, you know, in theory, they could sue you for that. So it actually, I mean, would they do it? Probably not. But
well, we've had people say that before.
and that's why we're so.
Well, that's why we're so leery.
Yeah, it's because we have
had somebody sue us. So
yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, that would make me want to keep everything separate from
Yeah.
He says his music, rental properties, and snakes are all on sole proprietor. I use a tax professional. Haven't reached the level of needing the LLC yet. I hope too soon.
Well, shit, Adam, if you keep jumping into things, you should reach it real soon. Music, riddle, snakes, dirty dancing. What else?
And see, with the show thing, I think that's where the big big issue could arise, where the LLC does come in hand real quick.
Yeah.
Just for that reason. I mean, but for the most part, people in our community, I think they understand that anytime you're working with a snake, it's possible to take a tag.
Yeah.
But better safe than sorry, I think.
I know.
All right, yeah. See that, like, I mean, I'll be vending first time in November, but after this show, I'll have my LLC hopefully, and all that will be a thing of the past.
Yeah.
I think either way, you can't go wrong. Either way, you can't go wrong.
Right.
I just know I need to make sure I have everything in check for that before I start the expansion, because my God, I'm making sure I can deduct all that.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Thomas, our man.
Thomas.
If you get a chance to meet him,
oh my God,
do not miss the opportunity.
Thomas is amazing.
Yeah.
It's like
one day I'll get to meet Thomas. One day. But all right, let's see here. Believe it or not, I have 3 more topics, guys. So if anybody I know, how did we fly through that little bit with like all the other roads we've taken tonight? We still got like 45 minutes almost till we even hit my normal time frame. So if anybody wants to get or to drop a question for either of us, definitely do so. I'll go through my little spiel again here real quick. If you guys aren't subscribed to Geoff and Angie, in the description down below is all their information. Go check them out. They've got YouTube, Instagram, everything's down there. Check them out. You're definitely not going to regret it. I promise you that. If you're not subscribed to me as well, please hit the subscribe button for me. I need to take a drink again. Hit that like button as well for this video, because it keeps the videos in the algorithm and lets YouTube know that you guys are enjoying the content. And if you would like to become a member of the Waffles Morphs YouTube Patreon, I don't know how to really describe it. If you want to join the Waffles Morphs membership thing, there is a join button. Probably, hold on, I'll pull up the other screen here so that way I can exactly describe it to you. It is right underneath, or should be underneath, where you see the like, dislike, share, all that stuff. It should be there. It should say join. Click that. It'll give you 3 options, which are they're just different ways to support the channel. Essentially, there's like a $2.99 tier, there's a $6.99 tier, and there's a $9.99 tier. Each one gets you different perks. If you go to the full tippy top, which is the jungle carpet, it gets you everything for $9.99 a month, which includes 10% off of snakes, 1 members only live stream a month. Let me see, that tier specific shirt, which I don't even have a sticker out to show you guys what the logo looks like for that. Gives you some really neat and nice perks. And it also gives you first access to any snakes that I have going up for sale. So that would also be part of like the members only live stream where I would be showing off exactly what's going up for sale before it hits Morph Market. So you guys would have first shot at it. But it's just another way to also support the channel. Either way, I appreciate all the support you guys give me just for being here and watching. And for anybody that wants to be generous and do a super chat or super sticker, it all goes towards my ultrasound fund. I need an ultrasound, and I figured YouTube was the best way to go about it. So that's what all your super chats and all the YouTube funds, period, go towards is the ultrasound fund. So that's my spiel again.
Yes.
But hey, speaking of ultrasound, what brand of ultrasound do you guys use, and how has it affected your season?
Do you know the brand?
It starts with a C.
Let me grab it real quick.
Adam, take care, dude. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Adam.
Thomas says, how are all the cool kids doing tonight?
Thomas, you are the cool kids. We can't wait. Are you going to Tinley?
Oh, you know he's going to Tinley. Shit, I can't.
I'm hoping now, since I was originally hoping to hit Tinley this coming spring. I'm hoping now with the baby coming that I get there at least maybe in the fall.
Contact? Is it contact?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something, yeah.
That seems to be what most of everybody gets is the contact.
Yeah.
Yeah. But make sure that you get is it the linear probe? The probe that goes straight across.
Straight across.
Yeah, the linear.
The linear. Make sure you get that. So, we just use it on you turn it on, you plug in the probe, the hand wand, and really you only have to push just a couple buttons. The freeze button, and then you go to measure, and then hit the freeze button again, and it'll go back to a live image.
You gotta do the set.
Oh, the set. You set for measure, right? Yeah. So really, you have to hit 2 buttons.
It's so super simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we leave it on the animal, right? The cow.
Elias. Yeah, we just leave it on.
Yeah, I buy you the ultrasound. You come over and ultrasound for me when I need it. Where are you located, Creative? That might be a deal I can do.
A traveling ultrasound person.
Hey, that could be a good gig.
That's a really good gig.
But on the probe itself, you got to make sure that it's not upside down.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
or else you're reading it backwards.
Yeah, you want to make sure that you have it.
So you have.
Let me put you up on the big screen.
So you have writing on this side. You have writing on it, and you make sure that that's down.
Oh,
because if it's this way, then you're reading it backwards.
You're
reading it upside down. So you just put your gel on it, usually about 3/4 back on the snake. And I usually start at the top up by the spine, and then just kind of roll it down this way. And usually I can pick them up. I mean, usually when I put the probe on and roll it down, I'm picking up follicles. Usually about 3/4 back on the snake.
Yeah. But be very careful because you can mistake the gallbladder.
Yeah, and you'll know if you're too far forward because you'll catch the gallbladder, and it looks like a follicle, but it's real black. And then
you'll know that's gallbladder.
And then just move towards the vent, and you'll start seeing the follicles. Well, you've seen it because you had Chris do yours
Yeah, I had Chris do it, which I mean that's kind of my backup. But I hate bugging Chris to come over and ultrasound. That's like a
Chris is
2-hour long
awesome.
drive. I mean, I know he would do it, but I just feel guilty about it. I don't know. Rob, I thought about that, but Kara told me I was not allowed to even attempt to try to sneak the ultrasound out. Trust me, eyes eyeing up. I think I might have to get baggy your pants to fit it, though.
What if you sneak in a couple of snakes and just ultrasound the snakes while they're out of the room and not looking?
I was gonna say they do leave the room a little bit. That there, maybe just get some of the gel off of Kara's stomach and just see, you're thinking.
Yeah.
I also might be divorced after doing that though too. I don't know. The location
She'll be
of
calling me going, I hear you told Jeremy that.
what crazy idea did you put into that man's head?
Don't be telling your brother to do anything.
Creative says that they're in Cali. Ooh, Creative, you got to be a little bit closer for me to be able to come out and ultrasound whenever you want.
On the other side of the country.
Yeah,
you know,
you're safe from having to get me an ultrasound, Creative. You're safe from that.
Yeah, but they are a very good tool.
They really are.
You know, and you know, we know our snakes. We know when they're building follicles. You know, we can watch them bull wrap, and we know. But this is a very good tool. Very good to see where the follicles are at, when to throw the males in. You know, and just track it all the way through.
Can you read?
Yep.
Get your glasses.
That's the contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you can get some with foot pedals and all that.
So I've wondered about the foot pedal one because I thought
now if it
or is that a different model maybe that comes with the foot?
I think that's a different model.
It's the more expensive one.
But with Angie and I doing all the stuff as a team, I run, you know, I run the probe, and she runs the little laptop. She's the one that does the freezing. If it was a one person thing, running the probe and hitting the freeze, you know, it'd be like running your comments while you're doing a live.
Yeah,
you know, going over hitting buttons. So it's easy with us because she does the laptop part. And I do the probe.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I think when I get the ultrasound, I'll be getting Dom to come down here a lot more.
Yeah.
And
it's easier with two.
So he'll have to start putting some effort into this.
If
he wants to take over, he's got to learn how this whole thing works.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. That's not bad. They have a guy in Fresno that does it for him for $20.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's real nice.
Now, is that per snake, or is that, you know, if you have the whole collection, he needs to come out and do the whole collection?
There you go. They said when you get the hang of it, you can do it on your own.
Yeah. I'm not that talented.
I was gonna say, sometimes I'll get mad at the snakes because they'll want to move on me and all that stuff. What company do you use to ship your snakes with? Because I got a message from Morph Market about a new shipping company.
Yes.
So who do you guys use to ship, and are you thinking about trying out this new company?
So I've saved that message.
We use Ship Your Reptiles.
Yeah, and we have a very good report with Ship Your Reptiles. I want to say I know
we have a permanent discount with them.
Yeah. We almost have, I don't want to say a family tie. So my best friend in high school played football with the owner of Ship Your Reptiles. So we have a pretty good rapport with them. You know, we talk to them at all the shows and that. And it's just like one of those family things. I don't know if I want to go away from them. You know, to me, they're family to us. They're excellent customer service. I'm not saying these other companies aren't, but we've had very good customer service.
Yeah.
You know, anything that we needed from Ship Your Reptiles, they've always been there for us. And to save a couple of dollars here and there, I don't know if I'm willing to give that up.
I'm right there with you.
I'll probably stay with Ship Your Reptiles.
Yeah.
And
That's kind of where I was at too.
yeah.
I've had no issues with them yet. So
Yeah, I mean, I did see that message. I read through the message. I was like, well, it's interesting. How much will they save us? But you still have to pay for that shipping. They're to have to use FedEx as well. How much can you really save?
well, exactly. I mean, there's only so much, room to go down.
What are freaking Frack up to now?
Angie, you got this mom look on your face. That was priceless.
I know my niece and nephew.
They always up to something.
It is a mom thing. It's like, what are freaking Frack up to now?
That was just funny because like the facial expression, just like
the face of a mom, like the pure disappointment of like, do I need to come up there? How many handcuffs do I need to bring? Whose butt do I need to whoop?
Yeah. So really, I mean, use FedEx. How much are you to be able to save? It's a set price.
Yeah. So. Mom juice refill. Oh shoot!
If you better get me some.
Yeah. So you use Ship Your Reptiles as well?
Yeah, Yep. That's who I've been using since day one. Now I've only shipped three or four snakes through them so far. Everything else has been local sales, surprisingly.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, the second one we ever shipped went out to Washington State, and total disaster.
It was the DOA.
Yeah, it died on arrival and tore us up. And we were like, we did everything. Went on Ship Your Reptiles, said, okay, if it's this temp, use this. If it's this temp, use a cool pack, whatever. Yep. Well, there was such a drastic measure between the two states. We were at 90. I think they were at 70. Well, we put a cool pack in because it was so hot here.
Yeah.
But by the time it reached Washington or was en route, it got too cold and died.
It died.
And so, we shipped out, another snake the next day or something like that.
Actually, a more expensive
snake. A more expensive snake. But and that one made it perfectly fine. And so we
always get a little
we get so nervous every time we ship a snake out.
I'm right there with you guys. My rule of thumb is if it's mid 80s, I'm okay with shipping it out. Mm-hmm. I don't like hovering up at that 90 degree point. Mm-hmm. Like 85, I'm happy. Yeah. When I shipped out that the snake to John there at Morphs Forge, we had a cold front come through and it dropped the temps everywhere, just perfect. I was like, all right, here's when we're shipping it out. Does this work for you? He's like, yep. So got it sent out, and it was like picture perfect. But like there's that sweet spot, and I don't like creeping up to that 90, just like you said, because of the temps. I like to be able to use the cryo packs.
Yeah.
Because they work both ways as a heat source and a cooling source. So it's like perfect if you can stick in that mid 80 degree point to like 70s.
Yeah.
So that's where I like to stay. I don't like shipping when it gets too cold.
Yeah, we won't ship when it gets too cold.
Yeah. We'll ship up to a Thanksgiving time frame, but once the holiday season starts, we're done.
Yep.
And if we have some good weather after Christmas time frame, then we might ship again. But it's got to be ideal.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes,
I know there's people that ship all year long, no matter what. I couldn't do it just because I'd be a nervous wreck.
Yep.
Yeah, we are. Really I get a pit in my stomach until I hear they've got baby in hand, baby's doing well.
Yep.
And then I just like breathe, like the breath comes back, and I'm just like,
yep.
Okay. And then I'm messaging him going, everything's fine, baby's good, everything's good. And he's just like, okay, I can finish.
I can breathe at last.
I can breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I don't know how some of those people that do it where they ship all year round.
Yeah, we just can't. It's like
Yeah.
that's that's your baby. I don't care.
But, and we mentioned Billy, already on
Yeah.
this live, but that video he did when he picked up those snakes,
Oh,
that
God. That
oh
had been
my,
on. Oh man.
Yeah.
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember when he did that video, and I was just like, "What?"
Yes,
And they lived. I think they all lived, didn't they?
I
If
think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
They did, but
Yeah.
But he left. He didn't put them into the rack at all. He left them naturally warm up
In
to
the-
room temperature.
In the
Yeah.
incubator, right? Didn't he put them in the incubator?
no, I think they body warmed them first.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say they kept them out of any heat source because apparently, if they would have done that, that would have killed them. Going from that extreme to warming them
extreme.
like
Okay.
in the exact temps. I'm pretty sure that they just left them get up to room temperature, and then slowly eased them into a heating source.
Yeah, that had to have been a hard video to make.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine like finding out that your animals are out there just sitting outside like
Right.
that. Like
Yep.
it's freaking Canada.
Right.
Yeah. But we had one guy, it was last year. We had 3 left. I think 3 left on Morph Market, and oh, cool.
Got to hang out with Cusco.
Yeah, Brian's
well
funny.
worth it.
Yeah,
Brian's
you get to hang
funny.
out with Brian.
Brian's hilarious.
Yeah.
Cusco's actually coming back on the show.
Is he?
Good deal.
Yeah, I got him nailed down for November 12th. It's a Saturday.
Okay.
So we'll have a
Good
Saturday at 8 p.m. instead of Sunday.
That'll be
I
a
might
good
even
one.
be crazy and still do a Sunday show because it would be odd not doing something on Sunday. We'll see.
Yeah. But what was I talking about? I have no idea. I don't remember what I was talking. Oh, so we had I think 3 hatchlings left last year, and a guy messaged me. He was like, "Hey, I want to buy all 3 of them." I said,
He was out of Texas.
Yeah. I said, okay. I said, well, what's your temperature down there? And he told me. I said, well, we're a little cold up here. I said, and then I got to find out what the temperature is in Indianapolis or Memphis.
Yep.
He was like, well, why do you have to do that? I said, because that's a hub. They will either go through Memphis or I don't care where you live. If it's getting on an airplane, it's to go there. And he didn't realize it. You know, he was like, well, I thought it was just a straight shot down here. I was like, no, they have to go through this hub. So,
Yep. So that is the big ticket.
He ended up not getting them because he didn't want them to go. We're like, they cannot come straight to you. They go to those hubs and they're going to be,
Is that for your sister, Angie?
My sister.
The mom juice.
The mom juice.
John says we're amazing. Good to see everyone. But if I don't take this page, more Forge will be 2 members instead of.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Take care, John. Thanks for tuning in. All right, I've got one more topic to talk on, and if anybody has questions, drop them now, please. Otherwise, we'll call it a night. Oh, Angie says she refilled a lot. Freaking fracker being super awesome.
They don't want me to come up there. That's right.
That's funny. I enjoyed your live stream when you had Miranda on there.
Miranda, she was amazing. I was so proud of her. Oh my God, I was so proud of her.
She's got some beautiful animals, and I even told my wife about it because I loved the names that she had picked out for all these snakes and stuff. Just because it's stuff that I just had this thought. It's like if Hadley were to see the snakes, one, she'd be hooked. If you told her the names of them, she would it would just be like the greatest thing in the world for her. And then she got to saying about some of these snakes having names of food, and I just started getting really hungry all of a sudden.
Yeah, your chance. If the next one is
If the
called,
next one is quesadilla, I am gone.
I'm going and getting food then. I was waiting
bring
for it. I
out
was waiting for something
guacamole.
else.
yeah. I think that the best part about that live is, who was it? Bosa? His daughter was walking by.
Princess.
His daughter was walking by and saw Miranda and stopped and started watching the show. And,
Oh.
and the reaction, Miranda was like, "Oh my gosh, did you see that comment?" And it's like she wanted to cry. She was so happy, that there was another child out there,
And now Princess is going to be on the show.
Yeah. I mean, that it was awesome the way
that it affected her.
Yeah, that it affected her.
Yeah.
That her being on this show was affecting another girl, another child.
Well, and then having Skylar on yesterday, another young lady that is into reptiles. So we're getting some young ladies coming up in the game. So I think it's beautiful.
I know eventually you can get Hadley on.
Hadley.
Yes.
If anybody's gonna take this over when I'm done with it, it's gotta be Hadley.
It's gonna be Hadley.
Something went wrong somewhere. I mean, out of all the snakes here, Hadley's favorite is there.
Xena.
She is obsessed with Xena. Absolutely obsessed. And I just don't trust Xena enough to bring her out and let Hadley touch her.
Oh yeah.
Just because she had the GHI, the Hypo GHI Mojave chocolate that I have struck at her one time, and she remembers it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Every time I get that snake out, she backs up and says, "No bite, snake, no bite."
Yeah.
And she remembers it, so I don't want her to get that bad thought process going with the carpet. So
yeah,
I let her touch Lagatha. Lagatha's completely trustworthy. Xena, she's not going to have to deal with for a long time yet.
Well, Hadley, you and I have the same thought process. No bite, snake. No bite.
No bite. No bite. She's so funny. Like after you pull snakes out, she'll be like, "Okay, all done. Bye bye." Put it back. It helps push the tub shut. It's like, God, girl.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. What YouTube tips do you guys have for anybody in the audience and breeder tips?
Learn as much as you can.
Yeah.
YouTube is a wonderful tool. Get into a community that accepts you no matter what level you're at.
Yeah.
And brother, you're a perfect example of that. Your lives, you in person. Today could be our first day of owning a snake, and we would have felt welcome chatting in your lives.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Learn as much as you can. And I know I always preach this, and I will always preach this. Buy hatchlings, buy from a reputable breeder, grow with your snakes.
Yep.
So you might not be breeding for 2 to 3 years, but know your snakes, know what you have.
Yeah. I think a lot of people do like to get breeder ready, and they do like to get into the game faster, and that's fine for a lot of people, and I'm not saying that that's not a good thing to do, because it is for a lot of people, and that for some is okay, but for us it's been so important for us to, and we have bought a few breeder ready, but most of ours have been hatchlings, and we've been able to watch them grow up. We know their temperaments. We know exactly how they're going to react to anything that we do. And they know our smell. They know who we are. They know the tone of our voices.
We learned with them.
We've learned with them. They've been with us their whole lives, really. So that's for us. That is our best way. So
buy quality products.
Yeah.
Get your
Even if it's a
thermostats.
single
Make sure you get thermostats that are proven. You don't want to. You don't want to lose your whole collection, your whole house, your whole building. Whatever you're keeping your snakes in because of a faulty thermostat. Make sure your husbandry's on. That's all learning. That's stuff.
That's stuff that
everybody makes mistakes. Our husbandry has been off before. We've caught mites before because we didn't properly quarantine
because we trusted the person that we got the snake from. We were like, oh, we know this person, we love this person, we trust them. We got mites, you know, and we tried to treat everybody. Or gnats, in the snake room, and you get a machine and use a little vinegar and Dawn, and they take it right out, so you learn from your mistakes. You get your humidity up with your snakes and get your sheds right, and it's all about the learning process and that's the biggest things.
And be yourself. Make what you want to make, not what these big name breeders. And if we didn't have Billy, if we didn't have Justin, if we didn't have Miguel,
or even Earl, Lone Star,
we need them in the community, but don't become them. Be yourself. Make what you want to make what looks good to you.
It's fine. It's fine to, if you want to make Batmans or something. Everybody loves the Batman.
I want to make a Batman.
It's beautiful. Put what you want into it. Make something that you want to create out of it, so that you have something of your own. So just stay true to yourself.
If we all had unlimited amount of money, we could go buy this stuff and add to it and that. But we don't. We buy 1 and 2, 3 gene animals, and for our Batman project, we
are annoying.
We have a leopard het clown. We have a pastel spot nose het clown. We have the stuff to make it, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it. We're not going to go out and buy one.
No. We both work full time still. We both
money's tight.
Money
we live paycheck.
Bills. Money still goes to pay bills, and we buy snakes as we can buy snakes, and we just do it as we can do it. So that's the biggest thing. And enjoy. God, enjoy it.
And enjoy your family, because you get into a community and you're going to be family.
You're going to be family.
Very, very true, especially on that one.
Support each other.
Support each other is the big thing.
And it's funny, I could go out, I could buy a zebra bee, I could go out and buy a Batman. Granted, I don't have the money for all that stuff right now, but I could go out and buy it. I'm more determined to make it, because then it came from here, it was produced here, and I can control. It's up to my standards as to how it's going to be worked in and all that stuff. It's not someone else's standards. I want it to be my creation. To start off, especially a project like the Exantic stuff, like I'm so passionate about. Granted, the females I'm working with, yes, I bought them. But everything that leaves here from this point on is because of me combining or making the hets to pair individuals, all that stuff. So it gives me a little bit of extra pride.
It does. It really does.
It does. Yeah. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with buying some breeder females, because like I said, we bought some breeder size.
2 or 3.
We bought a few breeder size, but most of the things that we bought were juveniles or hatchlings. And we just raised them up.
And then you get so excited when they're
We are saving for the family ranch.
you get so excited when they reach the breeding weight.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, I get to breed them this year.
Yes.
It's cool.
Yeah. You're putting them on the scale and you're going, yes, we made weight.
Yep.
I've got, my pastel double het should be good. Well, actually, she is good to go now, basically, to start pairing for this coming season. So we might be able to hit that Exantic clown this season. We'll see.
Awesome.
They just got their 100% of Exantic. So we
Awesome.
just.
Now, which line of Exantic, Angie, are you guys using? Is it VPI or MJ or TSK? Probably, I'm going to guess to say VPI. Everybody works VPI. I'm like the black sheep that works with TSK.
Now you went TSK, didn't you?
Yeah. Yep,
Okay.
I'm TSK. All right, yep, they're VPI. Boom! I guessed that one. They're all good lines. I mean, you can't complain about them. There's good and bad examples of all of them.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I think it was TSK that we liked when we first started looking at them, and then we decided not to go.
Yeah, that is one recessive we have not jumped into is Exantic.
Hey, Lecca.
Yeah. So there's more out there. We haven't jumped into puzzle. Puzzle is amazing. But right now where we're at, we have enough recessives to last us a lifetime.
Yeah, we probably need to stop.
Yes, John, we're still going.
Still live, John.
What's up, Bloodcut? Thanks for tuning in, dude. John, it's all good, dude. John, you should know this by now. It's almost always 3 hours long, if not longer. Come on now.
We don't know how this happens. I'm long-winded.
I'm surprised I got through my list. Like the way that the beginning started, I thought there's no way in hell I'll be through my list by 11 o'clock.
He's always shocked that my live is over in an hour. He's always just like, what?
I guarantee you, Angie, you could go 2-3 hours, no problem. You carry
easily,
great conversations and great topics.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be sitting down there with the keyboard and she's like, okay, thank you for everybody coming on. Good night. And I'm like, what? I'm still throwing up comments.
John, you can go back and rewatch it, brother. It's all good.
I'm always like, I'm so mindful of everybody's Saturday nights. I'm like, I know it's a family time, and I know I'm trying to get you back to your families so that you can enjoy your evening. So I'm just like, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
Look at it this way, Angie. If they have to leave, they'll leave. If your stream goes on longer, they can come back and just rewatch what they missed.
That's true. That's true.
That's what I always tell myself is that, hey, some people may not come back and watch, but the people that really enjoy what you're putting out, they're going to come back and watch it. Hands down. Because I missed part of your live with Angie, and I had to go back and rewatch it. And it was absolutely like, I was so glad I did because there was so much funny stuff that I missed in between it.
Well, then we jumped on Kurtwood's live after that.
Oh, my God.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't see Kurt's live.
Yeah. We went, I don't know.
I don't know. It was.
I think we all just passed out.
I think it was so early in the morning. I don't even remember what time we got off of that way.
Oh dear, my Lord, Mom Juice. I got to give Angie credit. I dropped the comment thing about getting the cutting boards 2 times, and she did pretty good about it being hush on it.
She didn't even let it.
Really good.
Yeah, and then that next week had that.
Yeah.
That package showed up. And Kara she goes, what is in that? I was like, oh, I know what this is.
Exactly what it was.
And she was like, well, just open. I was like, no. I have to film this one. She goes, why do you have to film it? It's like, you'll understand. It has to be filmed, though.
Yeah. Exactly. Now, have you seen the glasses and the jug that she's making?
I did see the glasses. I actually hit her up about doing a tumbler for it.
Oh, nice.
So I think she told me today or yesterday, whatever day I messaged her. It was either today or yesterday. I can't remember. It all blurs together sometimes.
I say her. I mean, her and Jim are both doing them.
Her and Jim. Yeah.
It's really hard to keep a secret.
Especially with the influence of mom juice. Secrets are normally given by that. With that,
you did really good that night, sis. You did really good.
Yeah.
But all right, she's doing the tumbler test tomorrow. All right,
okay,
awesome. Because I messaged her. I was like, I know you can do the glasses. I was like, if you could do glasses, can you do a tumbler? Because I already figure I'll probably be getting a set of glasses at some point. I'll hit them up for. But a tumbler, I would really love because I use a tumbler every day at work, and I just want to have a tumbler with my logo on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Plus, then everybody will stop yelling at because I have a Yeti, and that's what I want to get Angie and Jim to put my logo on as another Yeti because I love them. But I'm going to get some green. That is fine, Angie. That is fine. I'm all good with the green glitter stuff because it looked awesome on the cutting board.
Yes.
It absolutely. I'll get it so everybody can see it. I don't know if it'll show the glitter, but I am so stinking proud of this thing. Let me do. All right. Yeah, see all the glitter on everybody?
You can see the green glitter, yeah.
And if I remember right, I think your board was one of the first ones with the glitter on it.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
Sis could confirm that, but I think it is.
Yeah, Angie, was mine the first one to get glitter done to it? It was a neat touch. I like it. I love it. And we're going to be cutting clutch 3 on it here in like 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Yep. See, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm all, hey, glitter it up, Angie, as make it snazzy and awesome looking. That's all I can ask for. Snazzy and awesome.
I love the glitter.
Yeah. I know when we got ours, we were speechless.
We were blown away.
We were like, this is freaking amazing.
Yeah. We cut every clutch on it now.
Yeah, now we cut every clutch on it.
Yeah.
The craftsmanship behind it. I mean, it's so like you almost like Kara's asked me, she goes, well, what are you going to cut on it? Like I guess she thought I was actually going to like cut like vegetables on it and stuff. It's like, I'm not going to put a like knife mark on this beautiful piece of work.
Yeah.
Like, we're cutting eggs on this.
Yeah. Well, and we told them, we said, we're not to use this to cut eggs on. There's no way. And they were like, that's why we made it.
So we're like, oh yeah.
Yep. It's going to get used every egg cutting from now on. Every egg cutting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then Thomas with his orange glitter.
Oh my God, I love that shirt. I love that shirt with my orange glitter.
Yes.
We'll make her a food cutting board. She really probably would like that. In all honesty, that might be something maybe I get for like a gag Christmas present or something. A Waffles Morphs cutting board. Although she'll probably use it to beat me with it. So forgive me if I end up with like a black and blue eye or bandages on the next live after Christmas. But Miller says he's interested in one, Angie. So there you go.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
John, you're right.
Hit her up on IG.
Yep. Hit them up on IG.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They are. And
after the last live, everybody was hitting me up, and I was then passing the messages on to Angie. She was like, hit my sister up, hit my sister up, hit my sister up. And I was passing all the messages on after.
I do want to get a set of glasses yet, too. A set of glasses. And then I'll probably never use them because I'll be afraid of people breaking them. But the fact that I'll have them. Shoot. All right. Yep. There you go, Miller. So, does anybody have any more questions for us? We actually did hit
Did we
3
hit-
hours total.
Oh
we hit
my
11:04.
Oh my
So
God.
it doesn't surprise me that we hit it because we could go another hour just BSing and completely off the books of any general agenda. But I do know I want to try to catch. Have you guys started watching House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones?
No.
What's it on?
Oh, what's that?
Is it on like Hulu or
HBO Max.
Oh, HBO Max? Okay.
HBO Max. It's like if you've heard of the original Game of Thrones, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like 200 years before Game of Thrones takes place.
Okay.
Freaking awesome. And since it's been out, this will be the 3rd week. And every night after the live stream, I go upstairs. I really should do it because it doesn't help my fat rear end out at all. But I make a big bowl of popcorn with an Orville Redenbacher, the pour over butter. Stuff's amazing. If anybody has not tried it, definitely try it. But I make a big bowl of that. And I go upstairs at like 11 o'clock, 11:30 and watch House of the Dragon and eat this whole thing of popcorn myself. It's like a truly epic. Wow, I feel like such a fatty after doing that. But it's you can't do it any other way.
Yeah,
And
we
it's
might
just
have to check
started-
that out.
Started
Now I've
watching
heard that Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Oh, John, Boba Fett, yes, is very, very good. Especially the very last episode is epic, dude. It's very good. It's not exactly what I thought I was going to get out of it, but it is very good. You won't be disappointed. And Obi-Wan, if you haven't watched Obi-Wan yet, dude, Obi-Wan was awesome too. They should have called it Vader, but yeah.
Yeah, I kind of got that. But, I've never seen any of the Star Wars, so.
What? Oh. All right. Here's the plan now. Here's the plan. Barbecue's going to be on Saturday. What day are you guys showing up? Because we're going to start having we're going to have a Star Wars marathon for you, Geoff.
We can probably get out there. What is it to be 19-hour drive?
Yeah.
We didn't make it a 2-day trip like we did North Carolina.
Yeah. So we'll arrive probably Friday. Thursday?
Wait, when's the barbecue? Saturday or Friday, you said?
The barbecue will be on Saturday.
So we'll get out there probably early afternoon Friday.
Okay. So
Is
we
that
want
okay?
Friday, Saturday, and maybe a little bit on Sunday. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, we'll
Or
probably
all
head
early.
out.
Or maybe even all day
If it's
Sunday?
okay, we'll probably head out Monday morning.
Yeah, no, you guys stay
Right.
as long
Is that
as
how
you
we
guys
did it?
want.
Or Sunday. We did
We headed out Sunday.
Sunday mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay, Sunday mid-afternoon.
So you guys can stay as long as you guys want because there's some neat stuff we can even do like Sunday and all that stuff. And you know what we'll even do? We'll do a live stream with all of us right from here on Sunday.
Oh, we
That would be
can do
even
that.
cooler.
That'd
would
be cool.
Yeah.
We'll
we
do
can
that too. But yeah, no, we're gonna get you to watch some Star Wars, Geoff. We'll even get you in the man cave so you get the full nerdvana going. We're gonna bring you into this right. We're not gonna do to you like I did to my buddy too. My buddy too never saw a Star Wars movie in his life, and of course, like an idiot, we were up at his wife's family's cabin, and they had Ewoks Battle for Endor, which is by far probably the lowest budget movie George Lucas has ever done. And I went crazy because I remember this movie as a child. Now, Nathan. now, like I said, I always loved this movie as a child, and I haven't seen it since I was a little kid. We watched it again, and this whole time I'm sitting there, it's like, wow, this is like bottom of the barrel for George Lucas to have done. Like, this is terrible. And I looked over at my buddy too. I was like, please do not use this to judge the rest of the Star Wars franchise. Yeah, you're right, Nathan. You're right. Biggest bunch of nerds. Yeah.
Well, you know, it was classic when you and Paul got out your lightsabers.
with the online lightsaber battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that was fun. I miss Paul doing his lives and stuff. I really do.
Yes.
It's
I
always
think
great.
that just that time difference, you know,
It was
because
hard.
yeah, it was hard on him.
I believe it. It's great to see him when he does his videos. I know he hasn't been as frequent like he was, but it seemed like his last video, it sounds like some things are getting, like his hips getting a little bit better for him.
Yeah.
So it sounded like things are starting to look up for him.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And they had a rough breeding season this year too. They lost some clutches, and now their last clutch was the bomb. I mean, to end on that clutch was real good.
Yeah. So, that was good though.
Now let's see here. I missed some comments here. Let's see here. Exactly, Angie. Exactly. The best kind of nerds there are. You are right. Yeah. Ken has this little. I don't even know if I can find it. Let me see here once. Where's
I know there's so many times I'm in the chat and I was like, you know, I want to post a picture so bad. I wish they would allow you to post a picture.
Yeah. Well, normally it pops up rather often in our chat because things get nerdy rather often. And Kent throws this little thing out of Danny saying nerds, and it's kind of funny because the picture of Danny is absolutely terrible. Like, it's, of course, it's like that far up in the chat that I can't find it. Come on, Kent, are you still watching this, dude? Send this nerd today. Save me this pain of trying to go through like days of.
Billion.
Yeah, I can't find it. I'll probably stop it. I'll be like right before the last swipe. Yeah, I can't find it.
Are you stretching?
Oh, wait, I found it. All right. Here we go.
That's the best.
So that pops up in our little group chat here rather often. It's pretty funny.
Oh my God. That's the best.
Now, Jeremy, what button do you push for that screen?
For this screen, it's got the little, it has a man and a square on it. It's right between the 3 people one and the 2 people and the square.
Okay. And then how do you pick? How do you switch back and forth?
If I like click on you guys and just put your picture over on my picture, it puts you on the big screen then.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Because instead of just enlarging your guest, I want to be able to put you off like that.
Oh,
so I was wondering which one to push. I didn't want to do it during her live.
Yeah, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be the 5th one if you're going left to right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
If you guys ever want to help with any of that stuff, let me know too. I can help you out with that one too.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
I can see you over there with your little headset on, Jeremy.
You'll hear whispering in the background, and Angie will be throwing like little things at Geoff, telling him to be quiet.
Actually, Friday night we might play with it a little bit.
That works. That would actually be the perfect time to do it.
Okay.
In all honesty, we can play around and have a good time with it. So does
Everybody
anybody
in the chat's
else
going to be like, "What are you guys doing?"
We'll go back to 3 hours and 9 minutes on Jeremy's live the other night.
You'll figure it it out.
Does anybody have any questions for either of us before we call it a night?
They're gonna be like, yeah, when the hell are y'all going to bed?
When do you all get tired of being online talking? How do you talk for 3 hours? Well, while we give everybody a minute here, I just want to thank you guys for coming on again.
Thank you for having us again.
For having us. We've had a ball.
It's always a blast, and you guys are literally family to me. I love you guys.
We love you.
And if anybody, for whatever reason, is not subscribed to Angie and Geoff at Celtic Balls, description down below. Go to it. All their info is there. Follow them on YouTube. They've got a great channel. They're going for 500 subs for a giveaway, which I believe is a snake. And there will be a surprise poll thrown out closer to the time. So,
we're going to throw a poll out there and find out.
Yep. So you'll have to wait for that poll to find out what that is, but that's incentive to hit that subscribe button. And I don't know if they do a live stream every Saturday. So definitely do not miss that. It's always great highlighting the females of the hobby. It's great because I think a lot of times the ladies get, I don't want to say outshine because that doesn't sound right. But no, I don't know how to, Angie, how can I word that properly without it sounding bad?
It's not outshine. It's mostly a male-dominated industry. We know that. There's a lot of men in our industry, and it's just kind of highlighting the ladies that are helping out in the industry who also have a say in the industry, and some of the ladies actually own their own business in the industry. So we're just letting those ladies have a voice in the industry. So there we are.
That's how you say things properly. You can tell I suck with words.
You don't suck with words.
It gets me in trouble every time.
Yeah. To answer Creative's question, so when we do start bidding, I will be wearing a kilt.
You will be wearing a kilt when we start vending, yeah. So that'll be better.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Okay, I had to post my lace girdle on IG. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
We'll be looking.
So I'll have to check
Will, did you put it on Vero also? Because Will's over on Vero.
Oh, okay. No, all right. With Vero, how do you go about doing it? Is it just like you just download the app and just
download
like
that.
Instagram?
No, I don't deal with Instagram. Angie's the one that does the Instagram, but it's very limited. You can't write on your picture. You post a picture and you kind of write what it is, a little story about it type thing. You can do hashtags with it.
But there's no ads over there.
No, it's very simple.
Yeah, there's no ads.
Yeah, you can do links, like you can do your YouTube link and post it over on Vero.
Maybe I'll do that. I'll do that tomorrow. I will start my Vero.
Now I went in, so I searched like ball python, and everybody that had ball python in their name, they popped up, and I just started following, and then I did like reptiles and did the same thing, and start following a whole bunch of people, because when you post like your story, you can, so you have a connect, which is kind of like your close friends where you can message each other back and forth. And then you have following, and it'll ask you who you want to send that message to. And if you click them all, then it's everybody that is following you. So you actually have to go in and start following people, unless you just pop up. And I don't know how you'll have to go in and just kind of look at it.
We're trimming
play with it.
We're trimming it down now.
Yeah, I call it trimming the fat, because I had like 400 people I was following, and we had like 154 follow us back. So now I'm going through and we're like trimming the fat. The people that didn't follow us back, I'm getting rid of. So kind of like what I said.
So you can tell who's following you and who isn't.
Yes.
That's cool. I like
Yes.
that aspect. That's really
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah. So it's real nice because you
It's
can see who
nice.
you're following and who's following you.
Yeah. See, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's nice. John says he's trying to get back into dating. And how do you get someone who's scared of snakes comfortable with them? I will
John,
tell you this much, John, because Kara was scared to death and told me there was no way in hell I was ever going to have a snake. And now look. As long as you have to let them come to terms, they have to be okay with you having them, first of all. If they're not okay with you having them, then it's just not going to work. If they can at least slightly tolerate the thought that there's a snake around in the house, all whatever, that is at least the footstep into eventually they will more than likely get curious and eventually they will become accepting of it, hopefully. Like I said, Kara was scared to death of them, and once she saw that they weren't scary, fast, like especially ball pythons, since she saw that they weren't fast moving snakes that pop up and scare the living daylights out of you like they do out in the wild, she started warming up to them. And then she ended up taking a picture holding like 4 or 5 of ours for when she was working at her Ford dealership that she worked at. They did a, your pets thing, they wanted you to take pictures of you with your pets. And she was holding 4 or 5 of the ball pythons and it freaked everybody out at her work. So, it's doable. You just got to ease into it.
Yeah. And John, if you wanted the X-rated answer, DM me because sometimes it's too buku.
Let's see here. Straight Bless says thinks Vero will form a tighter community than Instagram will. I can see that.
I think so.
If you can...
Yeah. I can see that.
He said, John says snakes are a deal breaker. Well, then at that point,
it's the wrong one.
Yep, it's not the right one, dude.
But John, looking on the man side, at one time I was that way too. I mean, where those people say, a dead snake's a good snake. At one point I was like that. I didn't want anything to do unless it was through glass and I could see it through glass.
Yeah.
So don't ease into it.
Yeah.
Maybe take her to a pet store, let her look, explain the snake to them, you can do something like that.
Yeah.
There's ways to accomplish it. You just got to step lightly with it.
Just like Rob says, don't force a snake on them.
Yeah. Just let her come to terms with it. And then if she gets curious and wants to engage with the snake, then let her do that.
Yep. And I think curiosity eventually gets the best out of everybody because they'll be like, well, what's the big hype about with this snake thing?
Yeah.
And then they'll get curious about it.
Yeah. And then with you breeding also, John, you're to have some egg cuttings, maybe that'll be the time to, say, hey, look, come up here while I cut some eggs and then see it crawl out of the egg. And, as long as you don't get one of those feisty ones straight out of the egg, you should be okay.
You should be all right.
See, that would be a good way there, John.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know like with Karen, like she's never really down here a whole lot unless there's new babies. If there's new babies in the snake room, then she wants to come down and see them and check them out and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So babies are the best way to get, to ease them in. You don't want to show them this big, huge snake off the start.
Right.
No.
Babies are the way to go,
babies.
I think. Yep. So, all right. We're going to wrap it up, guys.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Geoff and Angie, for being on the night again.
Absolutely.
I love you guys. Thank you. Everybody in the chat, thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Shameless plug, if you would like to become a member of the Waffles Morphs YouTube Patreon thing, hit that join button down below and select one of the 3 options. And I'll welcome you to the family with open arms. You get some really nice perks out of it as well. And if anybody notices, if you look at John's name there, he's got a little Waffles Morph logo there. that'll change as his time comes to where I have different color variations of it done. And you get some awesome little like emoji things that I designed. And then there's like some actual really good perks. The other stuff is just some neat little knick-knack things. But yeah, you get some really awesome stuff depending on what tier you're on. Also, go and check out Geoff and Angie at Celtic Balls on their YouTube channel and Instagram. All of the social media info is in the description down below. Check them out. Give them the love that they deserve because they give our community a whole crap ton of love back. So please go check them out. And also hit that subscribe button for me and the like button. And hit that notification bell so you're alerted next time I upload another video. And everybody in the chat, it was great seeing you. And we will catch you next Sunday. This Wednesday's video, I'm still debating what it's going to be. Maybe in the comments, do me a favor. In the comments, do you guys want to see this part 1 of Nathan from Infinite Possible Python's facility tour? Or do you want to see a clutch update of clutch 1? Or it'd be the pre-shed. So we get to see them pre-shed video. Because I have a pre-shed and post-shed. But it would be the pre-shed. So do you want to see the pre-shed video of clutch 1? Or do you want to see part 1 of Nathan's facility tour? Drop it in the comments and let me know. So Angie, Geoff, just stay on here for 1 minute.
Okay.
Everybody, I'll catch you next time. Take it easy. Later.
Thank you.
Thank you.